right, you guys. Hey, everybody. What is going on, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream today. We're back today with some more MLB The Show 22. We know we got 25 days left, man, until MLB The Show 23 drops. So we're grinding out P5's until that happens, man, and just kind of, I guess, playing through the less than a month of MLB The Show 22 before we can get back online, which is going to be a great part, man. I can't wait to play back online for 23, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But you guys, do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button for me. Subscribe down there to the channel, man. Subscribe. We are less than 100 subscribers away from 15,000, man. So I want to say thank you to everybody. I appreciate the support all throughout. This will be my 5th year making content we're going into here, or 5th game that I've made content for MLB The Show. So I really appreciate it, man. You guys are incredible. And I can't say enough about the community we build over here, man. I love you guys more than I could ever express, man. You guys are incredible. Don't forget also, you guys check the pinned comment right there at the top of the chat. King Griffey Jr. and Julio Rodriguez autograph giveaway with 10 signups, man. 10 signups. 10 people. That's all we need, man. 10 people to sign up. And we'll be giving away both of those. King Griffey Jr. and Julio Rodriguez autograph baseball here on the channel. Free 14 days of Aura is what you're signing up for, man. It's a free 14 days. It's free. It's free. That's all you have to do. Just sign up for something free, and then you get a chance to win something. So, it's, we've been doing it all last year as well. We did a bunch of giveaways too. So with the same kind of deal, man. 10 signups and we give it away. But Aura is the best VPN identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, and antivirus software available all in one app, man. It's all in one app. So take advantage of those free 14 days. See if you like it. And yeah, so 10 people. That's all we need, man. Keaton, what's going on, man? How you doing? Long time no see, man. It's good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. I guess I can't see you guys, but good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. Hope you guys are doing good, man. Hope everybody's doing good today. I get a little drink of water right there this morning. Sorry. We're gonna get started here, man. Chris Sale will get P5 here within the first couple of innings. So he's only gonna pitch a couple innings literally for the squad, and then we're gonna switch over to good old Shohei Ohtani, man. We're gonna work on him. He's at P3 right now. So we're gonna work on his. Chris Sale, like I said, he's 64 points away. So 2 innings. 2 innings will do it. That's all we need to do, and we'll get him knocked out, and then we'll go to the bullpen and get Shohei in there, and we'll work on these other guys here and see if we can get somebody else P5 possibly today. We got a bunch of them that are getting close. This P4 squad. These are all the cards I used throughout the year, and then they got replaced as I was playing more throughout the year when better cards would come out and stuff. So I'm going back now, and we're trying to P5 all the ones that I got some work in with, because now I feel like if I don't, man, my work was kind of wasted with them. So. To me, if a card's not P5, I feel like it's incomplete. Like I gotta work on it. I gotta have something to do with it. So that's what we're gonna work on today. So hope you guys are here and ready to have some fun, man. Ready for Reds Texas spring training? For Reds Texas spring. What do you mean? We're ready for? Well, I'm ready for spring training, man. Spring training's been awesome so far, except for the pitch clock. I'm not a fan of the stupid pitch clock rule. I'm liking the bigger bases thing. I think that's pretty cool. I like some of the stuff that they've done, but not a fan of this pitch clock thing, man. I think even Texas Rangers spring training. Maybe that's what you meant. My bad. I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Sorry if I read it wrong. But yeah, the Rangers won their first spring training game yesterday. Wins don't matter at all in spring training because they're just working on some stuff. So I don't care about that. But the team has actually looked really good so far for my Rangers. So. I'm quite pleased with how things are looking. Seager looks to be back in full form, man. He's got a good swing going right now. I'm hoping Simeon has a bounce back here from our Rangers. He really needs to just keep DeGrom healthy. I think that's going to be our big thing. Morning, Kenneth. What's going on, man? How are you doing? Oh, that's gone. There we go. Second swing of the day. We got Lou Brock getting a triple there to lead off, and then a home run. Can we get, maybe a triple home run and then a double and a single here in the first 4 batters and hit for the cycle with our squad? It's down for a single. Man, all right, here we go. We need a double. Double, and we get a strange version of the cycle with 4 different guys. Our first 4 hitters. If King Griffey Sr. can hit a double right here, let's see if it happens. Ooh, not on that pitch. Not on that pitch. 1-0 count here to Senior. God, man, as the days tick by, I'm getting more and more excited about playing 23. That's only going to be a single up the middle, but that's all right. I'm getting more and more excited about 23, especially after the confirmation a couple days ago that anybody who received a extended ban in 22 will be able to play online again in 23. Shouldn't be any issues at all, so pretty nice to get that confirmed. I can look forward to it even a little bit more now because we can get back to a little online competition, man, and have some fun. There we go. That's getting in the gap. Nice shot by Willie right there. That'll score 2. Scoring senior. We'll stop Willie at second. Well, it took 5 batters and we got all 4 types of hits. So I guess that works. Not too terribly bad. Still nobody out here in the inning. A little bit inside right there on that curveball. Curveballs and the 2-seamer, man. The 2 most useless pitches in MLB The Show. I really hope in 23 maybe there's been something done to those to make them a little more effective and a little more useful. There's a couple of pitchers, a handful of pitchers that can use those types of pitches, but for the most part, it's kind of the unused pitch in MLB The Show because nobody's, I mean, no pitcher seems to have like the correct break on it. You know, it floats. It floats in the video game, so it makes it a little easy to hit. Thinking about P5 and the face the franchise card just for fun, yeah. Been doing the cover athletes ones just for fun and mini season. Oh, nice. Well, I'll recommend to you, like, that's what right now, I've been getting more points from doing these 9-inning games against the CPU. And I love mini seasons, but right now I've been doing them in here because pitchers are getting done quicker. Obviously, you're getting, there's more opportunities to earn PXP for pitchers when you do 9-inning games. So, like, a complete game shutout, more innings to pitch. And in mini seasons, you know, you got to rest them. So, it's nice to do in here. With hitters, too, I mean, hitters are getting so many at-bats in one game that we're rocking through it pretty good. The only thing that sucks is not earning any XP because we're already done with the program. But that will not be the case. That will not be the case in 23. You guys know we got infinite amount of XP to be able to earn. There's a base hit for Chris Sale. An infinite amount of XP to earn every feature program in 23, which is pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, 9-inning games are still pretty good for it. So mini seasons are great because you can use like the small stadiums, you know, for your hitters. So for hitters, if you're working on hitters primarily, it might be better to do mini seasons. It's really kind of a toss-up at this point. I don't really think it's a negative to use these. You can go to a course field or something like I'm at here, and you know you hit plenty of bombs too to be able to get yourself a whole lot of points. But if you've got pitchers thrown into the mix that you're working on, also, I think working on play versus CPU 9-inning games is a little better. The other option is Conquest. Man, you can always go play Conquest if you enjoy Conquest. There's a lot of people that maybe find it difficult or don't enjoy it all the way too. I'm a big fan of Conquest, but yeah, 3-inning games against the CPU in Conquest is another option there for getting some of that done. That way, at least your pitchers in Conquest don't have to rest, right? So you can use the same starting pitcher over and over and over again. And you can just grind with him. You don't have to worry about resting them for a couple games until they get their energy back or anything like that. So it's kind of a nice little feature. All right, we got one gone here. I am so happy to get done using this Chris Sale card, dude. Like, I've given up more hits with this Chris Sale card in the last 3 days, 3 or 4 streams than I have in probably over a month with any other pitchers combined. This has been nuts. Also going through and finishing collections. Almost got cut. Nice, man. Oh, throw him out. I was late to notice it, but he's still hosed. Been stingy with your stubs, though. I got you. Well, you might as well spend them now, man. There's nothing else for him. You got nothing else to spend them on at this point, so. Yeah, I'm stuck with $5 million in the bank, but I kind of was keeping it there right now just for the time being, just for the purpose of recording a video here soon for 23. And I wanted to keep 22s up. That way we can show the member method to people and how that member method's going to work for us and show what I was able to accomplish for you guys and help you guys with, not accomplish for you guys did it, but to help you guys out with and what I was able to do with here in 23. So, or in 22, in 23, you know, the same thing. We've done it the last 2 years, man, with the members only method, and it's been great, man. And if you guys are wanting those stub secrets and stub tricks, you guys become a member on the channel, find out all the secrets that I'm working and the things that I'm doing to make stubs, no money spent, and get every card in the game and all those collections done and stuff. So always great. Hey, there's a strike. All right. I don't really want to swing at that, man. That was a low slider in the dirt. I was going to have to pull it off the shoelaces to really get a hold of it, and I think I swung a little bit early. Damn. That one I didn't get at all either. Circle change inside, just... That threw me. All right, we had a good start in the first. We gotta do good in the second here, too. Oh, Josh went the opposite field right there. That's a nice shot. I think he's not going to catch. Yeah, it's over his head. Okay. Nice double. I wasn't sure. Thought maybe he might catch this for a second. Then I saw him turn and look at it. I don't think he's catching it. Let's go ahead and get Ohtani up there. So we're going to use him. And this will be P5 number 77 is Chris Sale. So that's the one we're going to finish off today. Number 77, man. Way more than last year. I think I had like 50. Maybe I had 60 something. Oh shit, he's out, dude. No, he's going to make it maybe. No. Stepped back over to get him. All right, Josh Bell's out at the plate. Oh well. But yeah, I think I might have had 60 something. For some reason, I feel like I had like 68 or something. I don't know. I feel like I stopped one shy of 69 or something. I don't know why that's sticking out in my head, but I feel like I might have. Oh well, I think there it goes. There it goes. It said OBS had disconnected, but it's reconnecting now. I think we should be good. I think it disconnected for a split second just because it was. There we go. All right, we're good. What's going on, Dorn? Sorry, man. Yeah, my OBS, my internet's. Jeez, dude. Last night we were watching TV and everything was buffering like really bad. I'm like, why is my internet being a pain in the butt? All right, looks good now. We should be okay. Sorry about that if you guys ran into a little bit of buffering issues. My apologies.
Runner, runner, runner.
I had to swing because he was going to be hosed at second, but oh well. Oh well. All right, through the second, man. This will be Chris Sale's last inning. Thank God. I don't have any problem with Chris Sale, like the pitcher, man. I think he's a good pitcher. He's a great pitcher. He just can't ride a bicycle very well. My problem is just in the game. The card is against the CPU. I just don't take a beating like this sometimes. I know they don't have any runs right now, but yesterday I think I gave it more runs than we give it up in a while too. Over the collection of games we were playing, so it's kind of crazy. But we only needed, what, 64 points. You get 40 points per inning, so he'll be done after this inning. That'll knock us off a little bit extra just to make sure we're there. He got a base hit, and then I've got strikeouts also, so we might be sitting there just about right now anyway, but I would rather be safe than sorry and just leave him in for the second inning. 68 sounds right for... Okay, 68 sounds right for last year. That's what I was thinking. For some reason, I thought I stopped... like short of 69. I don't know. I remember somebody maybe pointing it out or something in a comment or something on the channel. It's been a year, man. I don't remember all that well. My memory isn't that good, man. If I've slept since then, there's a good chance I don't remember it. Maybe my short-term memory is getting a little better with not smoking here lately. That'd be all right. All right, 0-2 count. Last pitch from Chris Sale. Thank God he's gone. We're done with him, man. All right, here comes Johnny Bench leading off. Johnny Bench. Johnny's a P4, as is everybody except for Lou Brock on this squad, because I just kind of got started back with Lou. Was it yesterday or the day before? I might have been using him for a couple days now. Johnny's going to sneak out a home run right there on a bad PCI hit. That was not great. Probably shouldn't have been a home run, but I'll take it. It's the Coors effect, baby. It's the Coors effect. Works for me. All right, come on now. Chris Sale. I'm going to let him hit because I don't want to... I don't know if it messes up how you do bringing in Ohtani. I don't think it does. I probably could have put him in, but I'll go ahead and bring him in the next inning to pitch. 8-0 here in the third. We've got at least a run in each inning. I'd like to get more, though. That's going to get hung up, though, out in center field. Lou Brock just doesn't quite have the pop to send that out to center unless you really get a hold of one. Perfects or something. All right. Now, you guys are going to laugh when I get to bat with Shohei Ohtani because maybe I'll do good randomly, but I usually don't. It's usually pretty bad. And, like, bad. So we'll see how it works. See how this goes. This one has outlier on it, right? Yeah. This is the cover athlete collection reward. Not the cover athlete one, the collection reward one for Ohtani. That's what I'm using. I think I did the All-Star Ohtani also. I think I got that one P5, so this will be the second one. On my other account, at the beginning of the year, I did the cover athlete one, so I think it'll be my third Ohtani card. The only one I didn't do is the live series, I guess, of his. I never had like a huge problem with him pitching. Pitching I can handle with him. That's good. He's great in the game for me for that. But for some reason, his swing, I struggle with it, man. It's disappointing because I want to try. I'm going to try him again in 23. I mean, of course, you know, now with the two-way player being useful and you can actually use it the correct way in the game, I got to give that a full-on shot. But yeah, it's just always been slow going for me for whatever reason. All right, 0-1 here. 2 gone in the inning. Let's drop this slider out here again. His slider's nasty. That primary slider. I mean, the bottom just falls out of it, man, like a changeup, but it still has the horizontal break to it, too. It's a pretty nasty pitch. Here's Lindor. 1 for 2. Third at bat here in the 4th. Hey, yeah, get going. Get going, ball. No. I didn't get all of it, man. I was a little bit under it. Caught me on the inside. I should have moved the PCI a little more to the left there. Try to square it up better. 2 for 2 for Josh Bell here with a double and a single. And a run scored. And a ground out. 2 for 3 now.
He's out.
All right, here's Senior. He's also 2 for 2. Let's see, got a double, a single, and 2 runs scored for him. There's a base hit there the other way. Just make him as a starter? Well, he is a starter here on the squad, yeah. Yeah, but he will be in the next games. But I was finishing Chris Sale for the first couple innings. I was getting him P5'd. I had to finish that one off before I can move on to Ohtani. So he came in relief out of this game just for that simple reason. Yeah, he'll be starting the next one though. I'm stealing. It's 8-0. I was like, he's not pitching out. That ball is going to get over his head. He's not catching this. Nice. Everybody run. Keep running. Keep running. Brandon, what's going on, man? Good morning. I think Ohtani is going to be more of an exciting pull in 23 because of the two-way ability and able to use his DH as well. Oh, yeah. There'll be a lot of cards that are going to be interesting to see who people are using them as DHs and stuff. Yeah, I think it'll be a lot more interesting this year to use guys like that. Well, he's the only guy like that. You know what I mean? The other players that maybe you wouldn't be able to play because the defense was so bad and stuff. And not that Ohtani's like that, but you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of guys that have that bad defense. You don't want to stick them out there. They're a liability. But now you can put them in that DH role, and it'll work out pretty nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, man. I think that'll help. I think that'll be an interesting dynamic to the game this year. Here we go. I'll send Posada to second. He should pick up the double. Nice. Yeah, he'll be starting in the next game. Yeah, I just wasn't using him as a starter yet, just because we were working on somebody else. But I only needed that 64 points with Sale, so a couple innings and he was done. I got close yesterday, man. I honestly, we ran out of time yesterday. And so I didn't, we played through 4 games and I was like, all right, we're going to wrap it up now, man. I'll just finish it in the morning here. Joan, what's going on? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good this morning. Hope everybody had a great weekend, man. A great, safe weekend. Oh, God. Come on, straighten that out. Straighten that out a little bit. That's all right. I'll take that, man, in the gap. Or if we get past him, but nope. We'll still score the run, though. That's fine with me. Stream is lagging just a bit. Just like, yeah, I know. I can't do anything about it. It's internet right now. I got an internet issue, I guess, today. It's dropping frames a little bit. So, yeah, just kind of work with it. Yeah, it tells me to, man, but I can't. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about the internet. Doing good? Nice. Yeah, we'll just have to deal with it for a little bit today. I may have to restart it or figure out what's going on. I have no idea. We'll have to figure it out after the stream. Maybe restart the modem or something of the router. I have no idea. It's just kind of being a pain. It was doing it a little bit earlier, and then it stopped, and then it started doing it again, so. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I appreciate it, man. Hopefully it stops here in a minute. I live way out in the country almost now, man. Like, so it's, I have good internet, but if there's if it's a really cloudy day, which is supposed to be sunny later, but it was cloudy this morning, maybe it'll clear up as we get going further into the stream. I'm not sure. Just kind of looking at everything. Yeah, it's showing like 2.7% on drop frames, 2.6. It's dropping a little bit down, going down now, so maybe. Just kind of pay attention to it for a minute here. Yeah, it's just kind of hanging at that one same spot right now. Maybe it's good now. I don't know. We'll see. I accidentally just opened something on my computer too, so I clicked the wrong thing. Smart guy. Yeah, it says excellent connection now, so we should be all right. For the time being, man, I'm sure it might be a little finicky throughout the day.
I got the count 0 and 2.
Man, Amazon is pissing me off right now, you guys. I had a couple things I ordered like a couple weeks ago, and I tried to cancel the order before it ever even shipped because my wife and I changed our mind on it. I was like, no, let me cancel. But they'd already charged me for it. And we put it on a credit card, and it was a pain in the ass, man. So usually what we do so they'd already shipped it. I got it returned to me, or I got it delivered to me, so I took it to return it. And usually when that happens, like if you take stuff from Amazon to return it back to Whole Foods to actually return it, you'll get the money back like the next day, like 1 or 2 days later. All right, it's really quick. But that's if you are on your debit card. If you bought it on a debit card, if you bought it on a credit card, it's not the same, man. I've been waiting 2 weeks now. I think almost 2 weeks, over a week. It was Friday was a week. Friday was a week when I returned it. And they told me, like, I may have to wait till March 3rd. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Your website, like, the app says 7 days. Like, it doesn't even say 7 business days. It just says 7 days. Like, change the damn thing. It's been driving me nuts, man. I keep checking to see if it's been put back in the account. I'm like, come on, man. Put it back on my card. I want my money back. I returned it. Come on. I'm trying to speak it into existence right now today. That's what I'm doing. So maybe if I speak it into existence, it'll actually... I'll actually get the money back today. Who knows? It's been a pain. It's been a pain. Yeah, typically if you bought it on your debit card though and you return it to Amazon or to Whole Foods for Amazon purchases, because they are Amazon, Amazon owns them. So that's just like having it back at the facility. You don't have to wait till it go. If like you take it to a UPS store, if you actually mail it back or something yourself, you got to wait till they receive it at the facility and all that stuff. But you don't have to do that if you take it to a Whole Foods. So I was like, man, I drove it over there. It was a little bit of it's not close either. I was like, damn it, come on. I found, man, around here where we moved, we got there's a bunch of dog parks and stuff around here, man. It's kind of nice. We took Nugget to one earlier last week, man. She had some fun. So it was kind of nice to know, man. There was no dog parks really close to where I lived before, and they were like even like little parks and stuff to take her to. It was just not safe, man. We weren't in a safe neighborhood. So, what's going on, Noah? How are you doing, man? All right, 5th inning. Otani's wheeling and dealing right now. Just feels so much better to pitch with than the Chris Sale card. I feel like stuff goes where I'm actually aiming it relatively, as opposed to Sale, where all of his pitches just kind of floated to the hitter. And I was shocked they weren't hitting them better than they were. Let's go to our splitter. There we go. Drop the splitter in right there. All right. Top of the 6th. Jorge Posada. Damn, man. I tried to launch that thing in the air. I don't know if it's going to have the distance. The wind might hold it up, but it might go. It's gone. Wow. Wow. Now, see, in 23, what I hope is that hit right there should probably be a pop-up. That should be a pop-up, man. We did not center that PCI or even close to it. I hit it straight in the air. Maybe at Coors Field or Laughing Mountain or something because of the elevation. It might go out. But I hope it honestly doesn't, Those are ones that should not be home runs. All right, there we go. We got a single for Johnny Bench. Oh, Devers. God, man, he keeps turning on stuff down that line. 25 days going to feel like 3 months? Oh, it won't be that bad. It's not that bad. It shouldn't be that bad. 25 days. A little over 3 weeks, right? A little over 3 weeks. I know, man. I want it here just as fast as you guys do. Trust me. Believe me. I can't wait to get to making like fresh new content and stuff for 23. And hell, man, I can't wait to start the online grind for ranked again. And Tom's journey back to World Series. That's gonna be the goal. Listen, I'm very OCD. I'm a guy that like has a thing with numbers. All right, like certain numbers I just don't like. I know it's weird. Maybe it's part of my autism with it too. But for me, I've made it to World Series in my time playing MLB The Show 19 times. 19 times I've made it, and I don't like the number 19. I want to be on at least on 20. So I want to get there, man, at least to 20 to try to make it an even number for me. Odd numbers I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of times. Some of them, but not all of them. If it was a multiple of 5, it was 15 or something, or 25 or something, that'd be okay. But at 19, I'm like, ah. Ohtani actually got a hit right there. Double down the line, man. That's nice. He doesn't usually do shit for me, so I'll take it if that's the first swing I got with him. Off of the sidearm pitcher for the Rockies here, Justin Lawrence too. So, all right. Yeah, I know. Hopefully, a lot of people will at least have maybe like the World Baseball Classic to hold them over until some Major League regular season starts or until the game comes out. So, hopefully that'll hold you over a little bit. Took you 3 years to make it. It took me 3 also, man. Yeah, I didn't make World Series the first 2 years played. 16 and 17, I never made World Series. Never did. 18 was the first year I made it. All with directional hitting. I made it every single month. Maybe I might have missed one. I thought I made it like every month. I might have missed one. And yeah, in the 19, I made it most of the months. And then, I guess half the months. And then I switched over to zone hitting at the end of 19, though. I made it one time. I think it was one time. Maybe twice. And I was kind of doing a combination, man. For whatever reason, I couldn't catch up to the pitch speeds on Hall of Fame difficulty. And I don't think it was at Legend. I think it was just Hall of Fame at that point. Once you get to the 900s. Maybe it was. But I couldn't catch up to the pitch speed, so it's zone yet. Like, I hadn't like harnessed in how to really move the PCI around and hadn't really gotten better at it. And so I was just working on it at the end of that year. And I made it a couple times, I believe. And then that was just with swapping back and forth from directional to zone. I've never made it full on with zone hitting, like full on way. 20 I didn't have fun playing online. It really wasn't a lot of fun for me. 21 I had fun, but the trolls just were bad, like online, man. This is the bunt dancers and the leadoff dancers and whatever. It was weird, man. The pausers, the quitters, all that. It was annoying. And then 22, we all know how I couldn't play online. So that one, that was that. But I'm looking to get back to it, man. I want to try to make World Series again this year. And then I want to try to get 12-1 or 12-0 at least in BR, man. A 12-win run in BR would be nice. We had the 11-win run. I went 11-2 in BR during the tech test. And, I got matched up with a couple of gods, too, in that thing. So, Ray Cheesy delivered me my first loss, man. I was 7-0, and then Ray Cheesy made me 7-1. I was like, you know what? I wasn't even mad, though. I'm not even mad about losing that game. First of all, it was the tech test, so you're not getting mad. But I wasn't mad because, dude, if you lose to somebody like that, he's one of the best BR players that I know of in the community. One of, if not one of the top ones. So, listen, man, it was 3-1, I think, was the final score. So, it's not like I got blown out, so I'll take it, man. I think if I can just maybe avoid getting matched up with somebody the caliber of that type of player, which I know we're going to have to play some rough games, some hard games, but maybe we can make it happen, though, in 23. And BR is probably my least played mode ever on the channel, man. I maybe stream it once or twice a year. I kind of make like one video about it, like showing people how they can still get the program done without ever going 12-0, because you can. And, I would love to be able to do it, man. I would absolutely love to be able to have a shot at it. I was going to make World Series after playing for 3 years. Yeah, and I was on a TV those first several years myself, too, man. I was actually making it on directional hitting on a TV. Dead ass. Like, yeah, I made it with directional hitting on a TV all those times that 1 year, man. I did it every month. It was nuts. Then when I got a monitor and good Wi-Fi, I started being able to make it consistently. I gotcha. Yeah, I was kind of like a unicorn anomaly with directional, man. Nobody was. I've never known or heard of anybody else that's been able to have that much success with it like that consistently. You know, I caught a bunch of shit for using it, like just because I was using it. But I was learning the game, man, and I'm older. I was my reflexes aren't there. And finally, I kind of realized at a certain point, people were like, "Why'd you switch to zone?" And I said, well, man, I felt like I had kind of accomplished. I mean, I accomplished everything I could possibly do, right? People kept telling me there's no way I'd be able to do it. There's no way I'd be able to do it. I kept doing it over and over again and just making them eat their words. And I'm like, you know, I want to challenge myself. So I try to learn zone and yeah, we're going to try to make a full-on year out of trying to make it here in 23. I think I've got a good shot, man. Honestly, listen, the way the game felt, and not just that, but I was playing pretty good games. I felt like I was doing pretty good. I don't know what kind of players we were getting matched up with. Obviously, in the tech test, I have no idea. I know it always typically matches me up with people like around Texas a lot of time. Not always, but it typically does. You know, the servers are like regional like that. So that was it's probably similar players to what I played in the past, but I don't know what the quality or caliber of player skill gap was on some of those players. So, I hope, man. I hope we can do good. Events was going good for me, too. Events were going good. If I was playing you and saw you were using directional in the 900s, I'd be confused and scared. I actually made it over 1,000 points with directional the one time, man. I think I got to 1,006 was the max points that I got one time with directional. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Listen, that was the reason I started making content. If you guys don't know, if you weren't around back then, I know a lot of people maybe weren't around back then because we've grown quite a bit since then. But yeah, so when I first started, I realized that like there's nobody out here making content for directional hitting. And this guy I used to be friends with on Twitter, man, and he kind of suggested maybe I should make make content for it. And I was like, well, yeah, I'll try it and see, you know, if there's people that need help. Dude, we put up that directional hitting video the first year, and I think it got like 25,000 views, and I was like, dude, there's more of an audience for this than people think. And so the first couple of years, man, that's what I was doing. I was making a lot of directional content. Anytime we streamed, which I didn't stream all that much back then, we would stream directional stuff, and yeah, people were just kind of amazed. I mean, I'd catch all kinds of shit though. People just, man, thought you were a cheese dick for using directional. It's like, dude, it's like, who cares how I'm playing? I mean, you got just as good of a chance to beat me. And then people would say, man, like directional is like the easy way. Like it's there's no skill gap in directional and all that. And I'm like, but they were also at the same time saying it was impossible to make it to World Series like a directional and to be successful with directional. And I was like, you're not making any sense. They're contradicting their own argument. So what is it? Is it harder to make it to World Series with directional, or is it the easy way to play? I'm like, man, honestly, I think it was harder because you have to play the game an entirely different way. You can't go for home runs. You got to play contact style baseball, man. You got to bunt a lot. You got to steal a lot. You got to use a contact speedy squad. You know, kind of old school baseball a little bit. No, not going for the fences, swinging for the fences every time. But for me, it was fun, man. I had a good time. Kind of had a good time making people mad too, playing with it. So it was kind of fun. But yeah, that's what I did for content the first couple of years, man. And then we just kind of transitioned once I kind of found my groove making content and stuff with and my niche, you know, for what people really wanted to see and watch. And now we just you know, I don't make a whole lot of videos on gameplay videos. We do like hitting tips and pitching tips and stuff like that. If you guys want to see gameplay from me, join the streams. That's kind of how I look at it, and how it seems to be more successful on the channel, you know. But yeah, once I found my niche, man, and it seemed to be in those like best, you know, the best and fastest ways to do things, and the best builds you can make for your creative player and all that stuff. Last year we had last year's video for the creative player. Actually, I think it was the XP glitch video. It's the most viewed video I've ever had on the channel, man. It's like 83, almost 84,000 views now on it. And dude, the year before it, I think it got up to the same similar video that did like 50 or 60,000. So I'm like, man, getting 100,000 views on that this year or something would be kind of cool, man. I have never had a video hit 100K views, and that would be pretty nuts. So who knows? Maybe it'll happen, man. Joan, member for 7 months. I appreciate you, man. You know I appreciate you every day you're in here. I can't say thank you enough for all the continued support, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I'm thinking we're gonna do some new merch here as we head into 23 and the launch of 23 too. If you guys are interested in that, it'll be down below in videos and live streams and stuff, man. But I've got a couple ideas, but I think we're gonna do it's a t-shirt that just says "I'm a baseball god." Not saying I am, because I'm not saying that. But you can wear the shirt and people, you walk around, people think it's you. So, yeah, I'm not, nothing with I don't think we might do one with the logo, but not that shirt. We'll just do maybe a shirt with the logo or something separate. But I think we might do that, I'm a baseball god logo. I'm a big wrestling fan, and it kind of combined JBL's old I'm a wrestling god mindset and theory into it. And I thought, oh, that'd be kind of funny, man. I think people might enjoy that. So we'll pop that thing up here as we go into 23. We got a few weeks, and it'll be debuting out here in the shop for you guys. 20 runs here in the 8th inning already, but we're just flying out now, hitting some line drives to everybody. Right at them, man. They're not having to move very much. I think the frame issue might have worked itself out. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like it has. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I'm jinxing it, so something happens to it. Hey, I am looking for ideas on something, though, man. If you guys want to give me any ideas for this, it's kind of cool. I don't know if you can barely see it in the camera shot down here. So this is my old PC tower. You guys remember last year during the season, I had to get a new PC. And my computer just crapped out on me. Well, my son is building PCs now. He's been building some PCs and stuff, and he took all the parts out of this one. He actually got it to work. He took all the parts out of this one. Not actually. That sounded like I was like, no, I mean, I'm impressed he got it to work. I couldn't. Yeah, I'm gonna use this like as a shadow box, kind of like put some, and I thought that might be kind of cool to do something with. I thought about making Jobu's locker out of it, like make it resemble Jobu's locker for Major League, and like a shrine to Jobu, and then there's the shelf down at the bottom of the PC tower, so I thought maybe we'd put Jobu right there on the shelf, centered like he's in the locker. So I don't know, I thought it might be kind of neat. That's my first and only idea right now that I have, other than putting like some knickknacks and trinkets or something in it and lighting it up. But the O on God should be your logo. Oh, I gotcha. Well, the whole thing was I didn't want to catch shit for people like thinking that I'm saying I'm a wrestling god. Looks like we've got, man, is it buffering again? Tell me it's not buffering again. Looks like we're losing frames again. Yeah, it's dropping frames. You guys bear with me. I apologize, man. My internet's being kind of screwy today. I didn't want people to think like I was saying it, man, because I didn't want the firestorm of shit coming to me. We're like, dude, you're not even that great at the game. Why are you trying to say you're a baseball god? That's not what I'm saying. So I think we'll leave the logo probably out of that one and just make just kind of put the saying on the shirt. And then maybe we'll have a separate one with the logo on a new one or something for this year. But yeah. The red tag in the locker, right? Yeah. Well, remember in Serrano's locker, though, they were always scared to put a red tag in it, right? They were always scared to death to put a red tag in it because they were worried to get cursed or something. So he never got red tagged. But I remember that. I do remember the red tag in the lives. Yeah. When Dorn played the trick on Vaughn, Vaughn beat the shit out of him. I remember so many lines from that movie, man. Are you trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Oh, Lord Harris, let's not start a holy war. I love that movie, man. Yeah. Yeah, I know they had like, you remember they had the whole setup, man, like the whole seance like set up in there for him. I was like, that might be kind of cool to attempt to replicate it. I don't know how hard it would be, but what's going on, bub? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody on the West Coast, man, has been safe. I know we've had some crazy weather out there, man. Shit, we had like 67, 70 mile an hour winds last night. You too, yeah. Yeah, but out here in Texas, but over on the West, man, shit, you guys got so much snow. Southern California got more snow than they'd seen in like 31 years, I think is what it said. This morning when I was watching the news, it was an absolute blizzard, man. Nice. All right, through the 8th. Otani's just rocking it right now, man. Major League? Oh yeah, from Major League, yep. Yeah, I've got my old PC tower down here is what we were talking about, bub. And it's oh, he jumps up and catches. Nice hit. I got my old PC tower from my original PC that we started streaming with, and it's empty. My son took all the parts out of it and stuff because he rebuilt it in a new tower. And I was like, hey, if you're not doing anything with the tower, I'll take it back. Like I kind of maybe like to use it for something. And so the other day he was like, here, I got everything out of it now. And so I was thinking of like remaking like Jobu's locker from Major League. Or not Jobu's locker. Well, I guess it was Jobu's locker. But Serrano's locker that had Jobu in it for Major League. I thought that might be kind of fun. So maybe we'll do something like that. I've got some Buddha statues around here too, man. I guess I could probably do the Major League 2 thing also, right? Was it the second one where he became a Buddhist and then he made Jobu and Buddha get along? I feel like that was the second one. I don't think that was the third one, back to the minors. It's been a long time since I've seen the second or third one, though. I usually, if one's on, and I'll watch the first one if it's on just about any time. I don't like it when it's edited, though, because it's not as much fun. It's not as funny when it's edited, man, when they're not cursing in it. That movie's just made to, like, some of those jokes are just made to be heard that way, so. What's up, Edison? How are you doing, man? Just about to join a big volunteer group in Taiwan next to. Oh, nice. We works for a big hospital. I'll get a little bit of money doing so. Thinking about joining the member. Oh, very nice, man. I appreciate you. Listen, man, the thought alone of somebody just even wanting to or wanting to be able to. I know not everybody can, obviously. But yeah, man, the fact that you even are considering it, I appreciate that amount of support, man. And even hearing stuff like that makes me feel good. So I appreciate it, brother. At one point last year, man, we had how many members did we get up to at one point last year? I think we had 150 plus members at one point last year here on the channel. So that was pretty cool. I'm doing good though, man. That would be cool. You should do that. Yeah, I was thinking about it, man. It might be kind of expensive. I don't know how it would be to replicate it to a T, but I need to take a look at the locker and see what all I'd have to get to buy to do it. Hey, you're twitchy facing, Nugget. Yeah, you're like chasing kitties or rabbits in your dreams, and you're twitchy facing. Her face is like, she's going crazy over here. I'm like, stop it. You're only 15. I hope your membership premium can really help. Oh, absolutely, man. Listen, I have yet. I don't know many people that can say this in like as far as customer service goes. I guess I'm customer service for that. But here's in the 2 years that we have done it, we did it in MLB The Show 21 and in 22 with the member stub making method to help people make stubs, and I have not heard a single complaint. I've had a couple people that maybe didn't understand right away or something. And between myself and other members, which is another awesome thing, man. The other members are so great and so willing to help the other members and new members to find out if they have any troubles or anything with it or understanding it. Yeah, it's just great. We just anytime there's any member questions, we always keep them on the members' videos. Because we don't want to discuss it publicly because then everybody kind of get onto it and it defeats the purpose. But and it would ruin it for you too. It would ruin it for you, not just for me or everybody. I mean, it would ruin it for all of us. It took a matter of a couple hours a couple years ago when I posted a video for everybody showing them kind of some stub making secrets. And I was like, well, that was good for a day. I guess I should have used it for more than a couple days before I told everybody else about it. But that's why we decided to make the member only stub making methods on the members only playlist and stuff. But yeah, everybody's so willing to help. And yeah, we've had a few people that maybe didn't understand or had trouble with it at first. But yeah, between myself and other members here on the channel, we've always been able to help them out to understand how it works. And yeah, I haven't had no complaints, man. Wouldn't flipping cards take a ton of time though? Because I also need to go to school. It's not too bad actually, man. It doesn't take that much time to do it, and it doesn't take that much. Look, at a certain point last year, we were making over 3,000% profit on items flipped. All right, the items that I was showing you guys. There's over 3,000% profit on items flipped. So it doesn't take long to make a good amount of stubs. You can make 100K an hour at certain points in the year. And I think the market is actually going to be, the market's going to be crazy this year. It's going to be a little bit different to use with the ability to have the DHs and team captains. And I think the fact that like Otani can work and function in a different way, and the fact you'll be able to use live series cards more throughout the year and not just at the beginning of the year, I think it'll be huge, man. I think it'll be huge. And the market differences in buy now, sell now could be big. You can flip cards on your, if you have the app. Well, he's in Taiwan. I don't know if in Taiwan, I don't know if you can get the app in Taiwan. The MLB The Show companion app. I don't know if it's available outside of US and Canada, outside of North America. I hope so, but I'm not sure. So on the app, you can flip and make a good amount, man. In there, you can work it really fast because you can place orders super quick on the app, way faster than you can in the game itself. So it's possible. Flip cards on the companion app. Yeah, wireless school. Yeah, man. Bathroom breaks. What I like to do, and this isn't a stub making secret or nothing. This is for everybody. What I like to do is when I set up my things to flip and the items that I'm doing, I like to set it up before, right before I go into a game. All right, and then I'll go play a game, and then after the game, I'll see what orders went through, what I bought, and what sold, and I'll go cancel them all the ones that are still open and available. I'll just go cancel them, and then I'll go reset them. I'll go put the orders back in there again. So there's always an ever revolving door kind of orders just all day. So while I'm playing, that's what I do. So in between games, set your orders, or when you're playing online and people pause all the time. If you play online, people will pause pretty regularly. Maximize my time spent in the game and stuff that I do. What is happening here? Why is it? My streaming software did it. We dropped some frames again. We might have dropped some frames again. It looks like we're okay. Stupid internet, man. Give it just a second, guys. It should it'll come back here in just a sec. There he goes. All right, it seems to be maybe going down now. All right, there is P5, number 77 on the year. Show Zone is good for flipping cards also. Yeah, Show Zone is good for it as well. Yep. I agree. They've got a lot of handy, nifty little tools over there for them. Yep. But that's P5 number 77, Chris Sale. So we're done with him. Let's see where everybody else is at and how far away they are. Lou Brock's almost at P3. We got Josh Bell, who's going to get P5 today. He's only 146 points away. So we should be able to get him done today. I don't see that as being an issue. A couple games here with Ohtani, and he'll get to P4. So that'll be nice. Johnny Bench will probably get on in the next few days. Ken Griffey Sr. in the next few days. So we'll get a few of those done here this week. But Josh Bell should be the other one. So we got to 77 right there. We'll get to 78 here in just a moment. Let me, I have a tendency to end up selecting that first pitcher by accident every time. So let me just put him there. And we can actually work on Ohtani a little bit. Hold on a second. Let's put Ohtani up in the order a little bit. The hype for number 77. What are you at now? I saw it last night, man. I liked one I saw last night. I think it was last evening. Maybe it was this morning. I don't know. I don't remember. God, man. See, my memory's so bad. Are you in the 270? 270 now? Or right around there? I feel like maybe. Let's go put just move everybody down one slot, right? Just gonna move him up through the order. Let him get all these at bats so we can get Ohtani done even faster. I am gonna move Josh Bell up in the order just a little bit right there. Let's put him right there. All right. Ohtani's batting leadoff for me, so we can get him P5 even faster. He'll get more ABs that way. More points to earn, right? 268. Okay, 268. I knew it was close to 270. I couldn't remember exactly where it was, though, so. And I apologize, guys, for the internet being 300's the goal. Ooh, there you go. I don't know if he's going to have time for 300, though. Man, that's going to be... you'd have to grind some pitchers or something, like all pitchers. I don't know in 25 days if he can knock out... Dorn's like, challenge accepted. That's going to be rough. That's going to be hard to do. 32 more P5s in 25 days. I mean, that's one a day. 275 for now. Not sure he'll have time for the 300. Yeah, I hear you. I'm trying to see if I can hit 85. I think I'm trying to see if I can hit 85. 75, Dorn had kind of set for a goal for me. And now with this, since I've gone past the 75, damn it, Ohtani. Now that I've gone past the 75, I'm like, ooh, I think if I can, get the rest of this squad pretty much done, then I might be able to do it. So we'll see how it works. Yeah, my internet's being weird today. So if you see buffering issues, man, just hang tight. We're trying to stick it out and hang with it. I asked the Spectrum guy when he was here the other day. I think he thought I was crazy when I asked this, but I said, "Hey man, would I don't know if this would help or if this would cause my signal to go out in and out sometimes, but we're right close to an old military base that's it's a joint reserve base now, still a military base here out in Fort Worth, and the like F-18s and F-16s fly overhead all the time, as well as cargo planes and radar planes, all that stuff, man. They all fly out of here often, and there's a Lockheed Martin, so they're testing stuff out here too. It's like attached to the base, and so I wondered if like their radar or like their signals were interfering with my signal somehow. That may sound crazy. He didn't think so. He was like, I don't know. I think they're on a different frequency, or they probably are, but I have no idea what would interfere. I don't know. It just, maybe it was a dumb question. I can tell you that, hold on a second. I can tell you that's likely 99.999 percentile. Yeah. He's up there, man. He's got to be up there with it. I guarantee you. Out of 4 million people that play the game, I guarantee Dorn is in the top less than 1% of amount of P5s. I'd be willing to bet that. I would be curious to know who has the most P5s, like in the game, in the community. That'd be kind of interesting to know. We followed a guy last year, man, that had a bunch of them. And then after I got banned earlier in the year, the guy asked me to, I had covered him in a video. I mean, I checked with him to make sure it was okay before I put him in a video, because I just wanted to showcase what he'd done. I was impressed by it. I told everybody to go subscribe to him. I tried to plug his socials and stuff and all that. And he said, when I got banned from online last year, he sent me a DM and was like, "Hey man, can you remove that video and just take it down, because I don't want anybody to think that I did anything like." I was like, all right. I mean, first of all, I thought it was ridiculous. But listen, I'm not here to be a dick. I wasn't trying to be a dick. I was like, nah, it's no problem, man. It's just one video. Yeah, I take it down. It's no big deal. So I took it down. And dude, shortly after I took it down, like I was nice about it. I mean, seriously, like I was like, yeah, it's no problem, man. I didn't ask any questions or nothing. I was like, yeah, it's no worries, man. The dude blocked me on Twitter. I was like, dude, I mean, I wasn't trying to like it wouldn't have caused any problems for him. I don't know why he thought that. He was probably a kid who didn't understand. I have no idea, man. But I was just like, well, now if I could do it all over again, I'd have told you to go fuck yourself, and I'd have left the video up. I was like, dude, it's just because you ended up being a dick to me like that. I was just like, come on, man. I just thought it was a little bit strange. It's someone that comments or commits probably at least 10 hours a day P5 and cards. Well, more than that. Looks like that particular guy quit this year at 587. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him a plug anymore. But yeah, 587. Man, that is the only video I've ever posted on this channel that I deleted. Everything else is still up, man. I'm like, it's just weird. It was very strange. 587 P5s. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive. It is. I can't deny that. I was just sorry the way the way it turned out, man. Where with all that, but whatever. We live to fight another day. You know, I don't care, man. As long I'm just happy I'm gonna get to play online again in 23. I can't even begin to express what a relief, which I figured we were gonna get to. All right, I always thought, how are they gonna ban you in a game that isn't released or isn't out yet? You haven't done anything wrong in. You haven't broken any rules for that game. I think each game, because you agree to the license at the beginning of that game, that goes to that particular game, right? That was my thinking, and apparently that is. I don't know if what I'm saying there is right, but it is true. Yeah, you will not be banned in 23 if you were banned in 22. So I'm looking to get back on the grind, man, and enjoy it with you guys. And maybe we can start out better than I did last year. I was 15-0 to start ranked last year, so maybe we'll start out even better. I will be live on early release launch night. All right, on early release launch night, I will be live at 11 o'clock Central, 11 p.m. Central that night. That's when the game drops on the 23rd. So we'll probably, I don't know if we'll hop right into rank. We'll probably do something right away. But we're going to check out the game, mess with our settings a little bit, get all that squared away, open some packs, open up our new stuff, hopefully, and enjoy from Nugget. You're snoring right into the microphone, sweetheart. I know everybody thinks your door is just disconnected. It's trying to reconnect. There we go. I don't know why my internet's being a pain today. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's dropping like 40-something% of the frames right now. Now it's going down. Jesus. Yeah, we got bad internet problems over here today. There was like I said, there was a huge windstorm here last night. I don't know if it's affected something. Maybe they can get it fixed or something. I may have to restart I'll restart all the equipment before we get going tomorrow. So hopefully, actually tomorrow I will not be live tomorrow. We'll be back Wednesday morning, but yeah, no stream tomorrow. It's ticking down now, so it doesn't look like it's dropping as bad at the moment. What's going on, Craig? How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, Dorn's got 275 is the goal. He's at 268 right now, so yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 58, Lucas.
Ah, dude, I just jerked my PCI down inside on that one, and I jacked it up. That was on me. Bad swing. Bad swing. All right, here we go. Bottom of 2. Ohtani back on the mound.
The first baseman.
I got this collection done, and I really wanted this card to be great for me. Oh, what timing, right? What timing to talk about? You really wanted this card to be great for you. And I was about to say, he pitches great. I just couldn't hit with him as I give up a home run. To CJ Crone.
Batting fifth,
Nuggie.
third baseman.
Stop. Oh my God. Can you guys hear her snoring? Like, the microphone's over here. Maybe I should put the mic, like, over here. She lays this direction, and her head's right here. So if you guys hear something that sounds like farting constantly, it's not what it is. It's my dog literally just snoring into the mic.
Ball inside.
My wife asked me the other day, she's like, I popped into your stream for a minute. She's like, she thought I like ripped ass like hardcore on the stream, and I was like, no. I'm pretty sure you heard Nugget snoring into the microphone.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
She's crazy, man. We getting 45 to 50 miles. Yeah, gust right now. Yeah, we had heavy wind, man, overnight, and it was nutty, man. So the internet, I don't know if it's affected my internet today, because the internet was. We had a little hiccup yesterday morning, but that was my computer. I don't know whatever the hell was wrong with it. It seems to be working. Knock on wood now. But yeah, my computer jacked up. But this morning my internet is being weird. I tell you, I know what the computer problem was. I think it's called I own a cat syndrome. My cat, dude. When I got up in the morning, there was like all these command prompts up on my computer because apparently the little dipshit had jumped up here and walked on my keyboard last night. And oh man, yeah, that was almost Fuzzy's last day on this earth. No, 7 more P5's, 60 event wins, and 3 mini season championships will complete your 22 goals. Oh, nice, man, nice. 7 more P5's, 60 event wins, and 3 mini seasons championships. Wow. Will that be your 100th mini season? Is that what it is? And then 300 event wins you're trying to get to, yeah. I get that. Yeah, I have a cat syndrome. That's the problem with my computer issues going on right now. Yeah, it was just weird, man. Some error had occurred. It had to restart and then restart again. And I'm like, dude, I don't usually shut my computer down at night. Maybe I should. I don't usually shut it down when I'm done with it, but I'm thinking like, I did clean it out yesterday though. Like these front 3 fans right here, they weren't dusty on the inside, but the intake on the outside of them was so dusty. It was caked, like I couldn't see through it. I was like, "Oh my god, man! I needed to dust that." So yesterday after the stream, I popped the front cover off and vacuumed it. Took the little magnetic piece out and vacuumed it all off. So everything appears to be good now. But yeah, that was kind of nutty. I don't know. It was weird. It was strange, but we're good now. I was like, I don't know if it was overheating or Yeah, I had no idea. You know, when something like that happens and you're in a bit of a panic when you have an expensive issue like that your computer goes or something, you know, you start like, well, oh my God, what can I do? I got to do anything. I can't, you know, and I don't know about computers that well, so I don't know to like take them apart and build one or fix it or something. So kind of nuts. Playing 5 to 6 ranked games a day over the summer really adds. Oh yeah, it does. Hey, that one's gonna make it through. Nice. I didn't know if it was gonna make it over his head. I'm sending Lou Brock. He took forever to field that ball. Hell yeah. Nice. 103 and 100, 300. Awesome. Gotcha. Yeah, man. 5 to 6 ranked games a day over the summer. It definitely does. Yeah, we'll play probably 3 or 4 each day on live streams, and then some days we'll go 5 or 6. I'm looking to. Some of you guys will be excited by this. Hopefully, I'm looking to hopefully stream a little longer into as we start 23 and stuff. Maybe we're gonna stretch it to where right now a lot of the streams are 2.5 hours, or mostly 2 hours. We hit around that point. I try to stretch them at 3 to 4 and work a little longer on those. But I got a lot of videos to make too. There's tons of videos to make right at the beginning of the year. It is crazy, man. You got to get those videos pumped out and ready. And this is what I do, man. I go through and I make a list, and I go make a list of like popular videos from this past year for 22. I want to, you know, address changes to the game based on those, like things that I've built upon in the past, things that have changed for the year, give little new tips. A refresh on some of the same tips is not a bad thing either, because there's a lot of new people to the game, and maybe some people that haven't played in quite a while too, that'll be getting back into 23. So I think that'll be huge, you know, to be able to do. I did last year. It seemed to work out pretty good this year, and all that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna bust out some good stuff, man. Look, I've already got a lot of hitting and pitching tips kind of noted down and stuff for this year as well. There we go. All right, come on now. 0-2. Hey. 6 Ks for Ohtani. Unfortunately, he gave up that damn home run. The last game, man, he just breezed through for me. He was doing so awesome. Like, I had no issues. And then maybe I should bring him back out of the bullpen again. Maybe that was the trick, right? It's crazy. 14 runs. We're in the 4th inning here. See if we can get... Well, I got 20 in the last game, so hopefully we can score more than that. Stay fair. Stay fair. It's gonna. I don't know why I lean. I lean like I'm gonna get a better angle on seeing the ball on a 2-dimensional surface. You guys that have been in streams when I play racing games, I do the same thing, man. You go into a corner and you turn and you're like... Always trips me out. Damn.
He's out.
All right, move the runner over. Man, I tell you, one of the other things, I tell you, if I ever had the money to do this, I would do it. I don't know if you guys have seen these before, but the big iRacing rigs that people play on, the gaming rigs. Like, these iRacing rigs are so impressive to me. And, like, they're, like, motion sensitive and all that stuff, man. Kind of like D-box seats at the movie theaters. And I always was pretty good at NASCAR games, race car games, and stuff like that. I would love, like, to hop on some of that iRacing stuff. I know you got to pay like a monthly subscription for it and stuff. Man, I wish I could do that. God, they're so expensive though. I don't really have the room or any place to put one, a big rig. But dude, that would be so much fun. I would love to like just experience it for an afternoon at least to try it out. That's the whole thing. I don't want to spend all that money and buy one, not knowing if I would actually like give it the time and play with it for a long period of time. So I would love to like. If anybody out there has an iRacing rig that they're willing to let me use for an afternoon, you just let me know and I'll hop in the car and and I'll come check it out, man. If you live fairly close, yeah. But I've always wanted to check one of those out, man. I feel like I could actually do pretty good on it. Hey, there we go. Nice hit right there. Ohtani's hitting the ball okay. It's not doing too bad. 16-0. 2 outs here in the inning. Lou Brock up to the plate. Hey, he's going to catch this, isn't he? No, he's not. All right, he took a bad angle to it. He's not catching it. We're going to score him. I'm going to stop Lou Brock at second. I think he would have been... Well, I thought the first cutoff man was going to catch it and then throw it over. If I had known that the second cutoff man was the one that was actually going to relay the ball in, I think Lou Brock might have had a chance to make it. It would have been a little touch and go there for a second, but it's possible. Get up the middle. Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out. All right, another base hit there for Josh Bell. Just more points, more points. Looking good. Here's Lindor right here, 3 for 3 with a couple singles and a home run. I built my son a steel tube frame with Fantech wheel pedals and shifter. Oh, nice, man, nice. Now, see what you just said. I don't even understand what you said. I don't know what Fantech wheel pedals and, I don't know what the Fantech is, but with a leather Mustang seat. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. No. My wife and I's one of our friends we had that lived by us years ago, man. He used to come over to the house all the time. And I'm going to tell you this because it's part of the story and it makes sense, and you will understand in a second. He was our gay best friend, and that's so. He would come over and he would always fix shit for us in the house. Oh, hold on, we're getting drop frames for a second. I gotta make sure I give this explanation where you guys can understand it. But yeah, he would come over to the house. And he would always fix stuff, man. He like installed a ceiling fan out in our garage for us one time because we used to smoke out in the garage, and he was tired of sitting out there and sweating. And so he did that. And so my wife always used to say every woman needs a straight husband and a gay handyman. So I was like, I guess so. Whatever, man. It worked for me. He was awesome though, man. Yeah, he'd always come over and, man, I think he was a licensed AC tech. So anything electrical or anything like that, man, he was always like the perfect person to call. Or HVAC tech or whatever. I don't know what it's called, the license is. Clearly, see, not handy. I got 21 runs on the board through 4. That's nice, man. We only had 20 in 9 innings in the last game, so we're doing much better. On pace for a bunch of ABs. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, it looks like it dropped some frames for a second again, but now we're back to it a little bit here. Here we go. 8th strikeout so far.
Up next for Colorado.
I mean, he is pitching good. Just gave up the one big hit to CJ Crone. Drop a splitter here on the outside. See if he'll chase. Oh, well, that's not where that ball went. All right. That is not where it went. There we go. Slider tailing away. That's cool, though. I don't know what the Fantech and the I mean, yeah, wheel pedals and shifter. I mean, I get that part. Is that what Fantech is? Who makes those? Is that? I don't know. I guess I could Google it, too. Fantech. Let's see. Fantech exhaust fans is what I'm seeing. I don't know. Oh, that's spelled different. I have no idea. Let me see. Fantech steering wheel. Here we go. Fantech steering wheel. Okay, so they make like the wheels and the pedals and stuff. Oh, okay, okay. That's interesting, man. Oh, dude, that's sick. Does he have the one that looks like it's like a rectangle shaped almost, kind of like a curved screen shaped, or does he have like a round wheel on it? I was kind of curious, like the IndyCar wheel, or is it like a regular steering wheel? I'm seeing this one right here that looks like it's a Club Sport Formula V 2.5 steering wheel. That's pretty crazy looking. That's rowdy. Correct? Yeah. Nice, nice. That looks fun, man. Dude, I would. Yeah, I'd love to get a chance to try one sometime, man. It's a lot of money to spend if you don't know if it's a hobby that you would just play casually every so often, or if you want to, try to make it a thing or something. I wish I had the opportunity. Maybe if it's something you could do when you're older, I guess. But maybe if I was a little younger, I'd be more into saving up for something like that. Streamer goals, right? Streamer goals. That's what we look at. My wife, every time I mention something, every time I mention something that's expensive, she's like, well, you better get on making that YouTube money, right? You got to get to making more money. If you want something like that, I'm like, you're right, honey. You are right. You guys, don't forget also, man, we've got a kind of a giveaway scenario going on here too right now, man. I need 10 people on the channel to sign up for the free 14-day trial to Aura. 10 people that sign up. Every 10 that sign up, by the way, if we were to get 20 people to sign up, we'd do another giveaway. But for 10 people, if 10 people sign up, man, we'll give away an autographed Ken Griffey Jr. and an autographed Julio Rodriguez autographed baseballs here on the channel. So you guys make sure to click the link that is in the. There's a link in the chat. There's also a link here in the description of the stream as well for Aura. It's for Aura, man. Free 14-day trial of Aura. They're the best VPN, antivirus software, fraud monitoring, and identity theft protection, all in one app. And I mean, shit, you get 2 weeks free of it. Plus, you also get a chance to win one of those awesome prizes. So, you guys sign up for it, and I really appreciate it, man. You guys are awesome. It's the regular wheel. Gotcha. They're still pretty cool, man. Shit, I got to take a look at it. It had so many damn buttons on it. I don't even know what to do with all those. There's so many buttons on these wheels. There are, man. There's like so much to do on it. I guess maybe it looks more overcomplicated than it looks more complicated than it probably is. But as far as just the the button configurations on the wheel and stuff, but yeah, 24-1. Oh my God, Lindor hit that like he had 125 power. Wow, second deck, right center field. How far did that go? 440, 487. I didn't think it went that far. Wow, 487 with only 89 power. That's a nice shot right there. That might be the furthest home run I've hit with the lowest amount of power on a card all year. Feels like it could be. King Griffey Sr. is going to go for this triple right here. I thought about sending him home, man. I was like, I want to kind of see where this throw is going to go first. There's Willie Mays. One out here in the fifth. Oh, broken bat. Right back of the pitcher, man. Just sawed me off on that fastball. Good pitch. This was a good pitch to get me. 0 for 4 for Posada in this game. Wow. That's a rarity. Not a common thing for me to not be hitting well with, Jorge. No.
What do you got?
I guess I did. I didn't think I did at first, but the overtop image shows that I clearly did. I don't believe the overtop image is correct all the time, but damn it, man. Posada's sucking up this game. Wow. He's like, no, I know what happens, man. You're going to P5 me, and then you're never going to use my card again. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Here's Ryan McMahon. Did he go?
Did he go?
Yeah. 0-2 count. Nice. 11 strikeouts so far. Only 2 batters have gotten out different ways, so other than a strikeout, that's nice. Rocking through it now.
I got the count. 0 and 2.
12, there we go. Man, Ohtani pitching like this is gonna... He's gonna break some hearts right here. Did you guys, any of you guys that use this, use the Ohtani card online, how did it work for you in 22? Like this is the 99, the Takashi series one. I was just kind of curious what, how he worked online and if he was difficult for folks to hit or not. I know he had outlier on this card this time, so that might have helped. But just out of curiosity. Johnny Bench with a double. I didn't get the chance to use it online, unfortunately, but Maybe it'll make a return. I don't see the Takashi cards making a return to the game because I feel like they had a 1-year license with the artist, more than likely. It's possible, I guess, they could, but unless they did another year of cards with him or something, or contracted him for another year of artwork, I don't know that they will return to the game like some other cards and card series do. So he was trash for you, was he really? Oh, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. I mean, I was disappointed that he wasn't really good offline, so I can't imagine. Depending on the opponent, yeah. It was hit or miss with if Otani was going to be good for you in a game. Oh, okay, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, wow. Lou Brock, dead center. Perfect, perfect. Nice. Hell yeah. Big hit. 488 from Lou Brock. Holy crap. I mean, what do we got? A 6-mile-an-hour wind? That's not the biggest wind, but geez. That's a big hit, though, from a little guy. You only used him twice, and he got rocked both games, and I can never hit with him. Yeah, I can't hit with him, man. I struggle to hit with Otani. It kills me. It breaks me up inside. I can't think of a more interesting player that I would really like to use. But yeah. All right, 29-1 here in the 6th. That's over his head. He's not catching this. Ain't nobody catching this. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. I'm scoring Josh Bell. He's in there safe. Nice. Scoring from first. Works for me. 30 runs on the board through 6. Still only 1 out this inning. They're on their 6th at-bats right here, too, by the way. The whole order is. That's nice. 6 at-bats in 6 innings. I'll take that any day of the week. Oh, no. Keep running. Yeah, you're not catching that. Lou's been eating his special vegetables. Man, Lou's strong's to the finish because he ate his spinach. Right? He's like Popeye he's Popeye the contact man. But today, he's like Popeye the power man. I can tell you that Lou Brock card did not do worth a damn for me when I tried to use him at the beginning of the year. I'll give you a little fun fact about Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man was a real person. He was a real person. The story obviously is not true. It's not like he ate spinach, he got big muscles, and that's what steroids did to you. But he was a real guy that the story in the cartoon was based upon. And as somebody, I was in the Coast Guard. I found this out when I was in the Coast Guard. Popeye was not in the Navy. The original Popeye that the cartoon was based on was not a naval man. I mean, he was a coastie man. He was a Coast Guardsman. So I thought that was always kind of cool. Of course, most people think I'm full of shit when I tell them that. I'm like, listen, if I'm full of shit about it, then that means that the people that told me in basic training and boot camp are full of shit too, because that's who I heard it from. So 34 runs up on the board. There's another homer for Johnny Bench. I don't know. I always found that interesting. I like little historical, interesting facts like that. You never know when shit like that comes up on a trivia game. You never know when you'll be playing a game with somebody, man, or you're sitting in a bar doing those trivia questions. I always want to win. You never know when you're doing that, man, and there you go. A lot of people always tell me that I know more useless information than anybody they've ever met, and I probably do have a good bit of that in me. So, another home run. 35 runs in 6 innings. Who didn't do much for you either? Yeah, I would have much preferred a 99. I know, right? Well, yeah, we got the only person you can blame for that is Kenny Lofton, right? Kenny Lofton apparently had some off-the-field issues that came to light this year, so yeah, it was disappointing. I mean, listen, our disappointment not getting a 99 is nothing compared to what anybody went through that happened in that scenario, allegedly. I have to say allegedly because, I don't know. I also don't know the story. I just know what I was told. But yeah, man, you gotta, I know it sucks, but I mean, listen, Robbie Alomar for years in this game was my favorite second baseman to use. I used him every year, even in the years where in 18, when everybody couldn't use him and they thought he sucked, he was my best card. Played second base for me because I was using directional hitting. 477 from Otani right there. So I absolutely loved that card to use it, man. The Robbie Alomar cards were always awesome. But yeah, he had some off the field issues come to light, and misconduct charges, and He's no longer a part of. I believe he was working actually for Major League Baseball, and no longer the case. And I believe he's like banned from it, like not allowed to, as well. They didn't remove him from the Hall of Fame or anything like that. It was nothing like that. But yeah, so that was a one that I was like, son of a bitch. I use that card every year, but you know, I can't be that mad about it. I love switch hitters, man. And the fact that I had a switch hitter I could depend on every year when I played this game for almost every position was fun. And so I think that's the main reason I was disappointed. I struggle so much righty-righty and lefty-lefty in the game that I just wanted him to be so good for me and be in the game, and then nothing. Yeah, Lou Brock's laughing at Ohtani's weak home run. He's like, yeah. But Ohtani told him, oh, yeah? You want to go out and pitch the next inning? Oh, man.
0-2.
That's great.
So that's down.
That's hilarious. There we go. To God here at the 6th. Oh, a little yawn. Sorry. 1-2 count. Trying to strike him out. Wow.
Oh, that's off.
I mean, they were chasing everything the entire game, and now we get to the 6th inning, and they're like, no, you know what? It's 36-1, guys. We better start to really get our shit together if we're going to make this comeback. We got to get this shit together, man. All right, here's Josh Bell, who's 6 for 6 with 2 doubles, 4 singles, and 2 ribbies in this one. Let's get a big hit for you, Joshy. Oh, no. I shouldn't have said anything about it because now he's going to be out. Damn. I'm writing a good right now, and I'm really... You're writing a code right now, and you're really struggling to spell exercise? To spell exercise? Well, you got it. That's right, isn't it? Exercise. No, wait. Is it? Now you've got me questioning how I think I'm supposed to spell exercise. Yeah, that's it. You got it right. You got it. I tell you what, though, just reading the word exercise puts me a little bit out of breath, so... Tom's allergic to exercise. The only kind of exercise I enjoy is walking. I know somebody out there is probably laughing at that. But I'm serious. Like, I like to walk. Like, I can go walk several miles, and it's no issue for me at all, man. I used to love to go walk in my neighborhood and stuff a long time ago when I lived in a safer neighborhood. And now I do. Now I do again, so I can probably walk around here. So that's nice. Autocorrect saved you. There you go. There you go. How were you trying to spell it? Listen, I'm typically actually a pretty decent speller. Python doesn't have autocorrect. I don't even know what Python is. What is it? I'm a fairly good speller. My wife is not the best speller. She has dyslexia, and so the words kind of get jumbled. The letters do in her head. So you know, I understand that. It's obvious, but yeah, man. So I was always the go-to for spelling homework in the house for my kids. John, what's going on, man? When I was 12 years old, my all-star team went down 14-1 in the first inning, and we came back the next inning and made it 23-14. Well, this is a considerably different amount, but that's awesome, man. That's crazy. I bet that rally was nuts. When I was, God, man, I want to say about the same, a similar age, maybe 11 or 12. Maybe it was a little bit younger. I might have been 10, 11, 12. My dad had told me if I got like MVP in the league I was playing in, that he would buy me a George Brett rookie card. And it was like $250 at the time for a George Brett rookie card. And George Brett's my favorite player all time. And I was like, oh my God, I would love to have this, you know. And so I did. And then we get to he hadn't bought it yet. And we get to the playoffs. There hadn't been like a card show in town. And, you know, you couldn't just go online and buy one back then. So we were waiting for a card show to come to town. And he was going to get it for me. But we went, we had a state championship that we got in. And my team was down by like 7 runs going into I think the second to last inning. I think we only played 7 innings back then, you know. Like when you're a kid, you don't play the full 9. I think it was 7 inning games. So it was probably, I think it would have been the 5th or the 6th. And anyway, we started this crazy rally, man. And I started the rally. by getting the first hit of the inning, and I hit it off the pitcher's chest. I hit a line shot right off his chest. Kid had to come out of the game, and they didn't have any other good pitchers, so that was their like good pitcher. And dude, we went on this rally and took the lead, and I think we took the lead by like 5 or 6 runs afterwards. We had a nice rally, but the go ahead run, the go ahead RBI also. We batted around that inning. I came up again and got another hit, man. It was that was crazy. And so afterwards, I told my dad, we were in the car, and I was like, we got to find a card show now. And that was like the championship game, man. So we won the state championship in that game. It was fun. Exercise. Oh, okay. I get you. Well, you were close. Yeah, that's true. 39-1 is a little different. It's a little different, right? No, but I get you, man. That's crazy though. In real life, a 14-1 deficit and to score that many. I mean, y'all came out and scored 22 runs. Dude, that's nutty. 23 total, but 22 that inning or whatever, 22 to come back and get it. That's nuts, man. That's a hell of a game right there. Nugget, I got to adjust my legs. They're going to sleep, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm losing the feeling in my legs. There you go. You got to adjust yourself. Here, come up here. There's Ohtani parking one, I think, to left field. Nope, it's just over his head. That's all right, though. At least it's over his head. That's what's up, man. Do you still happen to have it? I don't. No, I don't. Unfortunately, shit like that, I don't even remember. I don't know how much it would even be worth at this point. Let me look up a George Brett rookie card. I know it was the Topps one that had like before I even typed or hit enter, it was the one that had the different colors on the, I don't remember what year it is. Yeah, it was the green and the purple on the bottom. Wow. Well, some of those go for a little bit. There's some that are like PSA'd here and then $2,300, $8,400. Yeah, no, the last time I checked it, you could have got it and it wasn't expensive to sell. And this is when I sold them. Cards just went through a time period of several decades where they just weren't valuable. Like cards that should have been valuable and used to be they just became worthless. And I was telling this yesterday. I used to have all these autographs too, man, and I've somewhere along the way, I had to, we got a little money tight, man, and I had to sell the stuff. So, life happens, and sometimes you just got to part with some stuff that you don't maybe always want to, but you just had to, I guess. Imagine being the pitcher for the other team. Well, I knew the kid. And I hated the kid. But the kid hated me, too. So it was very mutual. I really only hated him because he was a bully. And, it was kind of funny, man. I was actually pretty good at baseball when I played as a kid and stuff and through select ball and all that. But this kid, I think this kid was a little jealous because he could pitch, but he couldn't hit worth a lick. His dad was the coach, that kind of thing, And so he really only had a spot on the team because his dad was the coach. He could pitch well, but, everybody hit and pitched back then. Kids did. You didn't just do one or the other. You still had to hit. But, I mean, it was like a guaranteed strikeout when this kid would come up to the plate. But I found it hilarious, personally. I loved every moment of that. Like, listen, my dad taught me when I was a kid, when you're up to the plate, dot the I. Dot the I. The I is the pitcher's top of his head, man. You're trying to dot the I. You're trying to hit one right up the middle and dot the I with every swing you take. So I was a very aggressive baseball player. I was a kid that was sliding into second and third and home with spikes up. I mean, because that's how we did it back then. It's win at all costs, man. I didn't give a shit about somebody got hurt. And I know that sounds shitty maybe now to say, and it's probably shitty then too, but that's what I was taught as a kid. So it's all I knew. I just wish I could travel back in time and buy certain cards like Mike Trout, Michael Jordan, others. Yeah, right. Those times happen sometimes, and it's like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks, man. But luckily, you have a pretty small family for you to say, yeah. Listen, I mean, do I regret it? No, I tend to live through life without regrets as much as possible. I'm a person that believes that even the stupid shit that you do, like when you're young and you get in trouble for and all that stuff, man, I don't regret doing it. The things that you did when you're younger, or the things that you had to go through to get to the point you are at any point in your life, are the things that made you the person that you are, right? Those are the things that made you the person that you are. Ty Cobb, yeah, I was, man. I was a Ty Cobb motherfucker. I was. But you know what? Like, I mean, I wasn't the only one doing that. Like, there was other kids that did that. I remember I played first base, I remember playing select ball over here in Fort Worth at Arc Park. That was the old fields we played at. I was playing first base, and dude, I'm 6'4". I'm really tall. And back then, I wasn't. I didn't have as much weight on me. Like I'm not overweight really now, maybe a little bit, but not that much. I was really skinny. I was like pencil thin skinny man, but I could hit line drives. I wasn't a big home run hitter. I just line drive hitter. And I probably wouldn't have been in that until I got a little bit older and put on some weight. But for me, man, playing first base, I remember this kid ran down the baseline one day. And as I go to stretch out, and that's why I was saying I was tall, and I used to stretch like quite a bit and make those stretches at first. I go to stretch out, and he steps, his metal spikes, steps right on my calf, on the inside of my right calf, of my leg right there, man. And oh my God, I still caught the ball. The son of a bitch was still out, thank God. But the next time later in that game when he got on base, I told my pitcher, I said, you throw some pickoff throws over here, man, because I'm going to slap him in the helmet with the freaking glove so hard. And I did, man. I was trying to give that kid a concussion damn near, it seemed like. Yeah, so to this day, I still have several busted blood vessels in my leg down there. It never really healed. And I have this like little section of my inside of my right calf there that is, it's probably not, well, it's the inside of the right calf. I don't know what to call it right there. Where it's like I still have no feeling. And I have a tattoo there. You guys never seen this. Not that you guys want to see my leg on stream, but I have a tattoo right here. It's a lion, like a tribal lion right there. And I did it myself. Like I tattooed that on myself. I used to have a tattoo gun. I was practicing to do it at one point in my life. And I've got several that I did on myself. But that one, that was some painful shit, man. And the worst part was I did the outline one night. And I went to bed and I was like, dude, I don't even know if I can color this in. Like it hurt so bad. Doing it yourself and then the nerves being real sensitive and the blood vessels being fucked up in that area was a little jacked. Maybe it was the nerves that I busted. I was a kid, so I think I always just said it was the blood vessels, it felt like. But I had this little dimple like in my leg where he actually spiked me too still. And dude, it was crazy, man. The next day I colored it in. You know how sore that was? Like if anybody who's ever got a tattoo, can you imagine doing the outline and then going back the next day to have it colored in? And doing it yourself on top of that was nuts. But man, so you had a guy on your team hit like 6, but was a crazy pitcher. Yeah, it was nuts, man. Like when I got to high school and started playing baseball, it was kind of crazy. I went to Mansfield High School out here in Texas, and there were so many kids on that team. The coach ended up getting fired years later, just for similar kind of things like this. The coach got fired because he was accepting money from parents to start their kids on the team and to put them on the team. And this one kid who everybody in our school hated, well, everybody who knew better, couldn't stand this guy, man. His mom was just the Karen of all Karens. I'm going to say his name. I don't even care. His name was Nick Ferguson. This kid was a jackass, man. He was a complete douchebag growing up. Like, I don't know. Hopefully he grew out of it, man. I hope he's a better adult than he was a kid. But his dad was a doctor. I think his mom, she used to be a cheerleader and she's just a flight attendant. I don't know if I believe the cheerleader story. Who knows? I don't know. But, oh, dude, what a bee. She was just awful. But their kid was probably the worst baseball player I'd ever seen when I was a kid, man. And all through school growing up, somehow this motherfucker gets and makes the high school team, and they tried to start him. It was awful. Like the politics of high school sports and youth sports and all that. I didn't really do the youth sports thing with my kids, man, because I knew I'd be a crazy parent, and I didn't want to be. My dad was kind of that crazy parent, so I grew up with it. And I was like, I don't want to do that to my kids. And my dad was the one yelling, just screaming obscenities from the stands when I was a kid, and horrible. It was an embarrassment. It was literally an embarrassment from the time I started playing baseball till the time I stopped playing baseball when my dad was at games. I think the happiest I ever was is if my dad missed a couple games, and that was very rare. But God almighty, it was so nice. We were wild as kids, man, yeah. See, I turned my KLX 300 dirt bike over beside a train track and scratched my arm up real good. Still have a little back stuff on the base of it. 23 years later, yeah. Oh yeah, man. My coach got fired for coaching for coaching to win in under 50. What do you mean for coaching to win? What do you mean? He got fired for winning? It ruins the love for the game when politics. Oh, it absolutely did. It did for me for several years. Yeah, it really did, man. I didn't enjoy. I kept playing, but I wasn't having fun. Wasn't having fun. And then I got myself in a little bit of trouble when I was in school too. So that didn't really help my case. But yeah, I think part of it subconsciously was that I didn't want to play baseball anymore. Probably. And so as opposed to just, because I had tried for years, every once in a while I would tell my dad I don't want to play. My dad used to take me, we lived right across the street from a park where he would pitch baseballs to me. And he'd probably throw me about 100 baseballs a day. And this is no joke. Like, if the temperature was over 42 degrees, we would go out and play. I don't know why that was his cutoff, but 42 degrees, we'd go out and play. And, every single day, unless it was like pouring rain. And we just wait till it stopped raining and still go over and get all muddy, which is fine. But dude, man, he burned me out as a kid so bad on baseball that every once in a while as a kid, man, I would be in like an absolute like crying hysterical fit because I didn't want to go over there. But you got to understand something else. When I would have like an off day, which happens to fucking everyone, even Mike Trout has off days, everyone has off days where your just timing's bad or something, or you get in a slump. My dad would throw baseballs at me. Like he would hit me with baseballs across the street in public in the park on purpose. And even they wouldn't be necessarily always the hard baseballs. A lot of times it would be like the baseballs that people used to use in coach pitch baseball, which were like a little bit softer. But my dad's throwing to me at 40 feet away, 40, 45 feet away, and he's throwing 70 plus miles an hour. I don't care if you hit somebody with a fucking wiffle ball at 70 miles an hour from 40 feet away. It's going to fucking hurt. Yeah, my dad was just publicly abusive like that, And, man, it just... I would ask him. I didn't want to go over there, man. I'd just be having an absolute fit. And then I'd just get called a pussy and all this shit by him. And he was just a belittling human. He'd always belittle anybody he knew. But, is what it is, man. We fight through it as we get older, right? When we realize our path to get past things like that, you try to as best you can. You can't always do it. Oh, I accidentally was going to steal home there. You can't always. Not everybody has the benefit of being able to. And, it's not easy. For everybody, and it hasn't been easy for me. It wasn't easy for me. It's taken really until the last couple of years when I stopped talking to him to be able to get past those things. And now I kind of live life without as many worries. Like I used to be terrified when I'd see the phone ring and it's my dad calling, even well into my 30s, because I just didn't want to talk to him, man. He always scared the shit out of me. Let's see, it ruins, not playing everyone equally. Oh, enough to make the parents happy. Fuck that. Yeah, see, I hate that, man. And this is the other reason I didn't get my kids into organized sports, is participation trophies. Listen, my kids played a year of t-ball. Like she set them up at this church league, man. And listen, we're not church people. If you are, I'm not here to say anything negative about that, man. But it was a church t-ball league. So it was very... Let everyone play. Let everyone bat. Let's not keep score kind of thing. That's not sports to me. My stepdad showed up at a game. My stepdad who played, all right, and played professional baseball. He goes, him and my mom come to a t-ball game with me. It's like the second inning. He looks over at me and he goes, "So what's the score?" And I go, "Oh, you're gonna love this." I said, "They don't keep score." And he's like, "What?" Yeah, he was about to, he thought it was absurd too, man. I was just like, no. But, it's one of those where you finish in last place. It doesn't matter if you won a game or not because nobody was keeping score in the first place. And everybody gets a giant trophy. It's like, listen, man, it is good to tell kids that they are not good at everything. It is not a good thing to tell kids that they're great at everything, man. It's just not great to tell kids. Listen, because that's reality. That's life. Nobody's good at everything. Nobody's good at everything. The sooner you learn that in life, man, find your strengths and know your weaknesses. That's life. That's life for everybody, right? But yeah, if you, we've always been those parents, man. I will encourage my kids to do things that they are good at and they are great at and they love doing. And if you're not maybe the best at something, but you still like doing it, well, shit, man, as long as you're having fun, that's fine. But I'm also not going to try to pay to put you in select baseball if you suck. You know what I mean? Not that kind of thing. So for me, it was just, It was weird, man. It was weird. Yeah, so we didn't really, that was the last time we ever did any kind of organized sports with our kids or anything, man. And to be honest with you, I love my kids, but they are not natural athletes, man. I went to a couple field days when they were younger and was like, no. I was like, no, you shouldn't be out there doing that. Oh, man. But it is what it is, man. Not everybody has is born with the talents to do that. Not all talents are teachable, right? Sometimes you just got to be born with a little bit of instinct and talent like that. But participation trophies are the worst for kids, man. I agree. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Like people get mad when you like try to tell a kid that they didn't do something right sometimes, and it's like, no, that's called a teachable moment, folks. It's called a teachable moment. Maybe accept a little responsibility as a parent. Don't pawn off all the responsibility on the other people that have to raise your kids for you because you didn't do a good enough job. It's weird to me. Josh Bell did make it in that game, man. We got P5 number 78 on the year right there. Holy cow. P5 number 78. Nice. It's good looking. It's good looking. I like it. Where's everybody else at? We got anybody else that's close? Griffey is 262 points away. 262 points away. Johnny Bench is a little bit further away. Oop. I guess I hit it with my arm. He's a little bit further away there at the bottom of the screen, but not too terribly farther away. 606 points away. 606. So that'll probably get done on the next stream. We're going to play another game, though. I don't know. Griffey getting 262 points in a game, probably not going to happen. So we'll probably just get 2 on Wednesday. Johnny Bench and King Griffey Sr. But we're at 78 now, man. That'll put me at 80. And then we're working on this next game. We'll get Otani to P4 also. So cool. And Lou Brock made it to P3 finally. All right, let's go pop in here, man, and do it again. Yeah, listen, it's just a fact of life. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't mean that your kid there's something wrong with them. It doesn't mean anything like that, man. There's a way to talk to your kids. There's a way to tell people stuff. And, I'm not trying to tell people how to, I'm not going to give parenting advice, whatever. People raise their kids how they want. I raised mine how I wanted and how my wife and I wanted. But if you are trying to tell your kid that they are literally good at everything, you are setting your kid up to be have a lot of failed experiences in life when they get older, because they're going to grow up. I forgot to take Josh Bell out of the lineup. Hold on a second, because they think that's reality, man. When you're younger, you think when your parents tell you stuff, you believe it all, and you don't realize until you're much older that they don't know as much as they thought they did. All right, let's take. We got to get him out of there. Oh, we'll get him in a second. When he comes up to bat, I'll take Josh out. We'll put one of these guys on the bench in. My cousin was a 2-time Olympic sprinter. So I think that's where I got my fast running DNA from. Oh, yeah, man. I could see that absolutely. Yeah, listen, I know all kids like trophies and awards and stuff like that. Who doesn't, right? But earn it. You like it a lot more when you earn it. I mean, that's how it's always been for me, man. The field days, they used to give out like ribbons and shit at school, and I was like, why are we doing this? Like, this kid finished last, I finished first, and why'd he get a ribbon? I never understood that stuff. It always bugged me a little. Oh. All right, he's at first. Who can play first? Freddie Freeman? Let's put, no, wait, you know what? I kind of want to put Stan the Man in there. Stan was actually a really good card for me. The little bit that I used him getting him to P2. I'm thinking that's who I want to use instead of the Freeman card. Not that Freeman wasn't good also, but I don't know. I want to use Stan. You got to go. All right, man. We'll catch you later, brother. I appreciate it, man. You have a good rest of your day, John. All right, here we go. Stan the Man usual. There we go. Shot in the gap right there. First swing with him in a while. I'm sending him to third. I think he might be able to make this. He does. Stan Musial with a triple in his first AV. Nice. First at bat again, I guess now. I think I did I got his other card, P5, the Takashi series. Isn't there a Takashi series, Stan? I believe so. I think there is. Oh, everybody run. Keep running. What are you doing? Damn it. There we go. Nice shot right there. Kate, what's going on? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Hold on a second. I have like a giant hair down here on my towel, and I'm trying to get rid of it, and it keeps sticking to my damn fingers. Oh, King Griffey Sr. Well, if he hits like that, we might be able to get enough points. Who knows? In elementary school, cross-country events, out of the 200 kids that raced, everyone outside the top 10 got a ribbon that said, I participated. It literally said, I participated. Oh my God. Why didn't they just write, I lost on it, right? Like, I participated. That's hilarious. That's the definition of a participation trophy, or participation ribbon. Yeah, man, I've never understood it. I've never understood it. Winners get trophies, all right? The people that lose don't get trophies. And it's not, I think that along the way, like, people got kind of soft on it and thought, well, man, I don't want to tell my kid they're a loser. Don't tell your kid they're a loser. That's not what I'm telling you to do. Like, that's not what you should be doing. That's horrible. I'm not saying to beat down your kids mentally. I'm just saying, you know, realistic expectations, right? Realistic expectations. They're not going to be great at everything they do. The other one is the parent that thinks, this one bothers me, the parent that thinks their kid is great at everything they do, even though they're not. Like they got blinders on. They can't admit that their kid has faults or isn't good. Like they're just, no, he's the best. He's actually the worst. He's actually the worst. It's like, oh my God. That shit always crack me up, man. I was like in 7th grade. I went and played at, I changed schools, man. I was fucking up in school and my parents moved me to a different school because they thought, I don't know why they thought private school would be easier for me to do. One of the dumbest. Like, I mean, no, that's never the case. It's usually a little bit harder than public school. I was getting lazy and didn't really give a shit. And nobody knew, everybody thought I had ADD and focus issues and stuff like that, man. And it turns out, you know, as I got older, I didn't know and they didn't know. So I don't blame this for this. But it was autism, man. I was autistic. I was on the spectrum and nobody really understood that back then or knew what to do. And I'm not maybe like the stereotypical what you would see as a person on the spectrum. Maybe I know and it's called the spectrum for a reason. That's why there's different, you know, levels of how you are and how it affects you. But for me, I just never understood. Oh shit, that's gonna be an easy out, isn't it? Crap. I didn't mean to go around that base. I meant to just run home. Yeah, they moved me out there to that, and so we had a baseball team in 7th grade at the school. And so we used to play against other like Catholic schools around here, private schools and stuff, and other schools and shit. There's Stan Musial with a home run. Nice shot, making it 10-zip in the first. And I got MVP that year of the baseball team in 7th grade. We had 8th graders on the team, and so it was cool. I was like, nice. But I legit won it. And they had never given the award to like anybody that was non-Catholic at the school. I didn't grow up Catholic. I wasn't Catholic. My parents still put me at the school. And I still got the MVP. So I always held that one kind of, I always thought that was kind of cool. Well, I didn't mean to hit the button again. I did it again. Stop hitting your bumpers, Tom. What are you doing? So I always thought that was kind of funny. But, and let's see, yeah. But in cross country, man, I wish I would watch kids that could run fast when I was a kid and always go, God, I wish I was faster than like anybody. I wish I was fast. I was just never a speedy kid, man. I just never was. And I knew I sucked. I knew I couldn't run. Well, my dad had no problem telling me like, but he was not one of the ones who would tell you the right way. He would just tell you how awful you were at something. I try to encourage my kids to do things that they like and things that they love and things that they're good at, because those are the things that'll make you happy, right? You know, if you're doing stuff that you don't enjoy or you're not good at or you don't enjoy because you're not good at, it's not going to be something you're going to be happy doing. So I always wanted them to be able to focus and do stuff that meant something to them, you know. And 12 runs on the board already in the first. That's a big first game. I think we might have a big game this game. What is that wind at? 4 miles per hour out. All right. Come on, Jorge. Wait back on that a little bit, man. He had that 2-run homer already. I'm going to actually send the runner in motion.
Runner!
Well, we got to swing because the runner was in motion there. Let's see. Did we drop some frames again, guys? Maybe a little bit. Not really. I don't know why it did that. It looked like it did for a second, but now we're back. Who knows? We're good. Seems to be holding pretty strong. for the most part. 14 zip in the first. It's a big inning right here. Jesus. I'm in the groove right now, man. We're busting it. What am I doing? Go to second. I wasn't even running. Everybody's going to bat twice in the second inning, I think. Yep. We batted around twice, or first inning, twice in the first inning. Oh, get over his head. Crap. All right, we're finally out, but 14 runs in the first is pretty damn good, man. That's pretty damn good. I'll take that all day. All day long. Very nice. You guys do me a favor if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that like button here on the stream today, the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe below. Say hello in the chat if you're new, too. I love hearing from new folks, man. We try to read it all and respond to everybody, too. So you guys make sure you do. Have those notifications on so you always know when we're live, when videos are posted, when shorts are up here on the channel also. And we posted a little short yesterday. It's something I've put in a video a few times over the past years, but something I thought was kind of good quality for a short. If you guys are ever curious how or why you're accidentally check swinging, like, dude, I thought I swung at that. Like, why did I check swing? Well, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. And you can help yourself to do it on purpose, or you can help yourself to stop doing it if you find yourself doing it too much. So if you want to stop check swinging too many times or too much in MLB The Show, check out yesterday's short here on the channel. That'll help you out, man. You went to the 100-meter provincial final for my age group in grades 7 through 9. I've definitely lost all my speed since then, but I used to do track and could really burn. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a walker, not a sprinter. I'm a walker, not a sprinter. Like, I could do a marathon. I could literally probably walk a marathon. I used to walk about 5 miles a day. I would walk 2.5 miles away from my house through the neighborhood. I would just kind of wind the streets and walk for that long. And then after I was done, I would just head back. After I hit that 2.5, I would walk back. And I used to love to do that, man. I do it every day, and it was no problem for me. I mean, by the time I got home, I was pretty exhausted. But as long as I didn't stop, I just kept going. I was good. Maybe I should do like a 5K or something like that. Maybe not a marathon. I don't know. But yeah, I could never run a marathon. I'd finish, I think, walking 26.2 miles. I'd finish it a day late. A walkathon. There you go. There you go. All right, man, we're through the first. That was almost a home run. Stopped it right there, though. Nice. A walkathon. There you go. There you go. A walkabout. A walkabout. We got 14 runs put up. Here we go. Third at bat for these guys already. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. I apparently unpaused it with my elbow when I sneezed. That works. Saves me a trip. That's gone, man. Otani's got that, I think. Nice. Let's keep hitting like this. Oh, Lou Brock. That's over his head. Kid over his head. Thank you. Nice shot. Little opposite field blast right there. Not a blast, I guess, over the fence, but still a blast. Stan the man. Home run and a triple for Stan. Wow, he's set up nicely for the cycle in this game. Oh, well. That probably jinxed the whole rest of the game. I rolled over on it, man. It was on the outside part of the plate, and I just got way out in front of that pitch. I shouldn't have probably made any contact with it relative. I barely did, I guess, though. Way early. Did not let that ball come to me. That's just going to be a fly out, I think. I don't think it's got the distance. 2 gone, but we'll put another run up on the board. That's 16. Nice. Here's King Griffey Sr. I got to get through Justin Lawrence, man. If I can hit him for a little bit here, we'd be okay. 2-0 count here to Griffey. Maybe he'll leave something up in the zone a little bit more. Hang me a slider, man. That's what I'm looking for. Hang me a slider. Well, that'll work. I'll take the 2-seamer up in the zone a little bit. It's all right with me.
center fielder.
Hold on a second. Thought I just heard my phone. What? What is this? Make sure they have. Okay, never mind. It was something about my wife's school here, so. Hold on a second. All right, let's get rolling.
Willie Mays.
Runner.
Oh, is that going to stay fair? No, it's going to hook foul. First Wednesday. Oh, gotcha. Never mind. It's something from an apartment complex. Man, I'm getting all these messages like float in literally at the same exact time. So, sorry guys. I new apartment, so I gotta always check these messages when they come in. I have no idea what's ever coming in to me here. Let's see. I also played center field all throughout my baseball career. Did you? And hit leadoff. Coaches would basically never move me from there. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I fluctuated all growing up, man. But I was always a 2, 3, 4. Or 5 hitter. Always 2, 3, 4, 5. Not clean up very often because, like I said, I didn't have like the home run power. But I was a I was a kid who would play select ball and hit over 500 every season playing select ball, and they'd always put me in that 2, 3, 4 slot. I would even get called up from like around here. I don't know how it is everywhere else. Around here, when I played on this, I played on the Binbrook Blackhawks around here at one point. The Blackhawks had several different age groups of teams. And they would they kind of used it like minor league systems for their oldest groups that were like the most competitive traveling teams. And so they would occasionally, like if somebody couldn't show up or somebody got hurt or something, I was always the one they would call to come up and play for them, and play on the team there. So that was always cool too. But yeah, man, even then I played with, I was like 15 playing with 18-year-olds, 14, 15 playing with all kids that were like that age group or a little bit. I think it was actually 12 playing with high school kids at one point too. And they would always do that. Man, when I went to baseball camp, and it was the one baseball camp I used to go to pretty regularly was the Arlington School of Baseball. And they actually raised me up a whole grouping because they were worried I was going to hurt somebody of the kids, the age group that was the same age as me that I was playing with. So they moved me up an age group to play with the older kids, and that was awesome, man, because I was still like dominant over there. So that was always fun. Loved hitting leadoff though. Always felt like such a privilege. Yeah, you were a bunch or two and hit a ton of slash singles and would walk. Nice. I love that, man. I love it. 19-0 through 2 innings we've got, guys. That's we're onto something right here. Just gotta keep it rolling. All these at-bats are going to come in handy. We're getting us some points. PXP points. That's what I mean. Now, I know it's runs. I didn't say points for baseball, obviously. I always get, it's like my pet peeve, man. I hate when people refer to runs in baseball as points. I'm like, no. I mean PXP points. Those are actually points. I guess we could call them PXP runs, but that sounds like some sort of bowel disease. Man, my stomach is hurting so bad. I've got the PXP runs. It sounds awful. I don't know. Rafael Devers here, 19-0. How is this Justin Lawrence card still pitching? God, that was actually hit pretty hard, but solid shot just right at him because he's on the grass. That sound effect came out of nowhere in the game. I don't know. I haven't heard that in a while. I don't know what that was about. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to have one of these innings now. You got to be kidding. I'm hitting the ball good, man, but it's right too, everybody. If Lou Brock gets a home run here, he's a home run shy of the cycle. Can he do it in 4 at-bats? Nah, I try to get some lift on it, man. It's going to be out number 3. All right, we get a scoreless inning. After putting up 19 runs in the first 2, I get no runs in the third, of course.
Leading off for the second
0-1.
baseman, Brendan Rogers.
Nice.
I got the count. 0-2.
I'm excited because I get to make stadiums again, man. We can make stadiums again, and now that I have online access for 23 again, when it comes out, man, I'll be able to actually upload them to the vault. So if you guys are interested in them and want to check them out, you can. I think that was like the biggest thing at the beginning of the year, right? I kept playing at the creative saves. Everybody wanted to play at those, and they wanted to download them, and I couldn't upload them for you guys, man. So that was kind of disturbing. That always sucked. There we go. 2 quick outs for Ohtani. 5 Ks.
Batting ninth, the
Ball.
pitcher,
That's inside.
Justin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Your ideal game would be 2-3 both 2 for 3 both singles with a walk and 3 stolen bases, yeah, and a ton of knee scrapes, yeah. Well, I used to. So when I used to chart my hits when I was a kid, I used to do this. My stepdad had taught me to do this and stuff. So I would chart my hits. So I'd take like a sheet of like tracing paper, whatever, just a sheet of white paper, and we draw the ball field on it with a compass and draw the field out. And then when I get home from every game, I would map out where my hits went and put them and what they were and what the end result was of it and all that. Even outs too. Where I got out, I'd put where I hit the ball, and so I could track my progression and stuff throughout the season, and I could see what things I needed to work on. If I needed to work on going the other way with the ball maybe a little bit more, or what type of pitch it was, and off-speed pitches and stuff, and being able to recognize pitches better. So I was doing that from 9-10 years old on. I was just kind of always taught to do that kind of stuff. So. Oh, get through. Look at that. Little shitty ground ball, but it's going to make it. That's fine. So, yeah, those are little things I was always doing, man. And I was having fun. I was having fun at certain points, man. I was. And my dad was always the nicest person in the world if I was doing well. When we'd be on the way home from games or something. But my stepdad's the one who got me doing the charting and everything on it. But, yeah, my dad would be the nicest person ever on the way home. It was if you played bad that you all my friends, like if I had a bad game or something and I was in a slump for a week or whatever, a couple games or something, dude, they'd all know. And they were like, man, I'm so sorry. Like they knew going home, like I was going to it was torture. It was fucking torture. I mean, he'd scream his head off at me the whole fucking way home. It's like, by the way, my actual dad was horrible at baseball. He wasn't good at baseball. So I don't know what he was fucking trying to do there, but man, it got crazy sometimes. Dude, I hated sitting behind him in the car on the way home from baseball games because my dad would reach around and grab my leg while he was screaming at me while he's driving, and just squeeze the shit out of my knee or my shin, I guess it would have been with the front of the knee. But yeah, man, he was just such an abusive piece of shit for my whole life.
That's ball 2.
I'm open about stories like this with you guys because I know other people deal with this too. Other people have gone through these things, and sometimes it's nice to know you're not alone. Once I started to learn that in life, that you're not the only one that had to go through stuff like that, it's it makes you feel very alone when you're a kid and you're going through an abusive situation, stuff like that. And my mom was scared of him. Everybody was scared of my dad, which is hilarious because he's 5'11". And I think he's probably lying about that. He's probably 5'10" and a half or something. I don't know, 5'10". My dad's just got a short little prick. That's all he was, man. I think he had a bit of a complex about his height, and so he always tried to make everybody think that he was tougher than he was. I think when I was a kid, they always used to refer to it as a Napoleon complex. I'm sure that's probably offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive to anybody, but that's what it was called when I was a kid. But my dad, it was funny because my dad used to tell me about other people that they had it. And then when I got older, I realized it was you. It was you the whole damn time. You were the one with the Napoleon complex. Like, it was crazy, man. Never had a great throwing arm, but I was able to throw decent off-speed pitches and move the ball a bit, but I never had a good control and didn't throw hard. I got you. So I pitched a little bit when I was younger, like young, like just starting out into where, like right out of coach pitch when kids start pitching to you and you're actually facing other kids. I started, I was pitching then. I loved pitching. I loved pitching because I loved to be in control of the game. Shocker probably to some, right? I loved to be in control of the game. And that was where I was my happiest. And catcher too. I loved playing catcher also for similar reasons as well. But I love being involved in every play like that. And first base was another reason I love first because, you get a little bit more action at first just because of people throwing the ball over there and all that. But when I got to about, I want to say 12, 13 years old, other people started to I guess their arms started to develop a little bit more and mine didn't. I was a little slow to develop that way. And so I got tall. I went through growth spurts like crazy, but I didn't develop the strength and stuff. So when I was 12, I was throwing the ball. I remember going at 12 years old to the old Rangers, the Rangers Stadium, and they would have the pitch gun. You could do the thing before games, and I'd always go to do that. And I remember throwing in the low 70s when I was a little kid doing that, and that was cool, man. But I never could throw harder than that. When I got older, I literally never. My arm just never. Everybody caught up to me, and then all these kids started throwing 70, 80, high 80s, low 90s and stuff as you get a little older, and I just topped out, man. I was always about that point. I could never get it going, so it was kind of weird. But I had a cannon in the outfield. When they would ever put me in the outfield, I could throw, and I was always sneaky at first base because occasionally some kid would try to run first to third on an infield ball or something, a double play, and there's no outs, and the coach would try to send him over to third base to because you're trying to turn the double play, but if we get a runner on third base, why not? And so anytime a runner would take off and run to third, or even a ball hit to the left side of the infield when there's a runner on second and he hesitates to watch and make sure the fielder looks him back so he doesn't run. As soon as they release the ball, the runner takes off from second and goes to third. Dude, I could hose motherfuckers at third base across the diamond like it was no tomorrow. So that was I had a good arm. I always had a good arm. I had a great bat though, man. I could hit real good. I could feel good. My real big thing I just couldn't do was run. I was slow. Topped out at 76 from the man. I don't know that I hit that. I want to say I was 72 or so, 71, 72. I don't remember being towards the mid-range, but it was a long time ago. But I just topped out, man. I never, and maybe it's that whole allergic to exercise thing that I tell you guys I am. So I don't, maybe I didn't build the muscles up the way I needed to be stronger to be able to do it. Or I don't know, whatever. Maybe that's just where it was supposed to be. I remember getting tennis elbow at one point. I got real sore. My elbow got real sore. And so every time I would throw hard, it would get a shooting tingle, almost like you hit your funny bone. And it would just kind of spike through my elbow and into my fingertips. And so that kind of got frustratingly annoying. And then I kind of didn't pitch a whole lot after that. But I love to pitch. I love to pitch. I wish I could have pitched more, but it just wasn't. I couldn't do it. I did throw a nasty slurve though. So I learned the slurve before a lot of people were even throwing it. When I went to that Arlington School of Baseball, an old pitching coach he used to play for the Rangers, Steve Foucault, he was a pitcher for the Rangers. He was actually the guy who taught me to throw a slurve. And he taught me to throw it in a way that nobody throws it today. He taught me in a way to throw it where you can throw it for kids so that you don't hurt your elbow. What I realized, though, because I was stupid, was if I still twisted my wrist and had break on it like that, I could get more break on it, still throw it at the same way. But I would grip it like a football. So, where's the baseball? I got a baseball right here. Here. All right, so your stitches, coming across this way. I would literally grip it on the round part like this with the two fingers on the sides of the stitches and the one right here. And then I'd put the thumb on this stitch and I'd try to tuck the pinky back on this stitch. And if I could manage to grip all 5 places of the stitches, for whatever reason, I don't know, when I would throw it, he always taught me, and this is coming from a real major league pitcher, taught me to throw it like a football almost. But if you would throw it like this and release it out like that, you would, dude, it was a slurve. That's what he called it back then too, was a slurve. So I don't know if that's the same way it's thrown. I don't believe it's the same way it's thrown nowadays. That seems weird to me. But when I would do it, I would end up doing it and I would still snap the wrist and pop the wrist. And I think that's where my elbow took a little bit of damage and stuff when I was little. So now a baseball feels as heavy as a shot put. Oh, really? Baseballs don't feel heavy. I just don't feel heavy to me. I don't know. Baseballs don't feel heavy to me. Sometimes if it's been a while, I know what you mean, I guess. Sometimes it's been a while and you haven't like picked up one in a while. It does feel a little different. I guess I'm not throwing one either. I'm just sitting here doing a motion, but if you actually go to throw it, it's probably a little different.
He's going.
I just sent him. I'm like, fuck it. It's 3-1. I'm either taking the pitch because I'm walking or I'm putting it in play.
He's going.
Why did I swing at that? That was ball 4. Because I don't want to walk. That's true story. That's gonna go. That's gone. Johnny Bench. 3-run Jimmy Jack, making it 30-0 in the 5th inning. Nice. I remember when I was a kid, we were talking about like doing field days and shit earlier. When I was a kid and I would do the field day, they would always have softball toss, like a softball throw. I was like, why are we not doing a baseball throw, a baseball toss? Like, they wanted to see how far we could throw a ball. It's like, dude, I'd have won that. Softball was always a little weird to throw. Like, it just felt strange. I don't have real big hands. And so it was always strange for me, like gripping a softball and trying to throw it. But a baseball I could just heave. You get that fucking giant crow hop and just... and you're throwing it with your legs, you know? I mean, that's what you're really doing. Here's Lou. Oh, there's the cycle for Lou Brock. That a baby. Lou's found the power, man. He's like He-Man. I have the power. By the power of Grayskull. 32-0. All right, that's a decent pitch, man. It's just a little bit high. Maybe on the first pitch or first strike, I didn't want to swing. You play slow pitch now in the summers? I can catch them fine, but I can't launch them like I can with baseball. Yeah. I played I played softball when I was in the Coast Guard. I played softball on the team that we had on our base, and we went to a couple tournaments and stuff and did that. That was kind of fun. And but one time I went and played in a softball league that had a rule where you could only hit 1 home run a game. Like, for each team could only hit 1 home run a game. And if you hit a home run after that, they counted it as an out. I've never heard of something like that. It was so nuts. I came up and my brother-in-law's at the time, my former brother-in-law, his brother, so I guess still my brother-in-law, whatever. He had asked me if I wanted to play. And so he comes and picks me up and takes me to it, and we go play. And I come up to bat my first time. My bases are loaded, and I was like, man, I want to do really good because I hadn't played in a long time. I was like, I want to do good because he asked me to play, and he always knew I was pretty decent at baseball and stuff. So I hit a home run, and as soon as I get back to the dugout, he goes, nobody had told me the rule, by the way. He goes, well, I'm glad you hit the home run on a grand slam since we can't get another one the rest of the game. I was like, so are you disappointed I hit the home run? Like, or like, it was weird, man. Strange fella. Strange fella. Oh! 34 runs now. But yeah. And then I played, one of the kids I used to play with when I was a kid, man. He's not a kid now, obviously, he's my age. Trey Benedict was his name, man. He was always nice, man. He always played second base when I played first base as a kid, so we were on the same side of the infield together. We were teammates for years, man, growing up. And his dad was the coach and stuff too. He was actually he could play a little bit, you know, and stuff. So we had fun, man. And but he had asked me if I wanted to play softball in their league, and I played for a season or like maybe a half a season or something, man. And I just I realized I was too old. And listen, it wasn't even that. I took it too seriously. Like, people would show up and they'd go get drunk in the parking lot, tailgating before games would start. All the teammates would. And I'm like, I came like in, you know, baseball pants and like full-on uniform. They're wearing shorts. And I'm like, dude, I'm ready to play. Let's fucking play. Like, I wanted to win. I was in it pretty cutthroat and to kick ass. And I didn't realize that it wasn't serious. It was just like a for fun, I guess, kind of league. Which, you know, have fun still. But taking it intense like that is fun for me. So I took it with a completely different approach. I think they thought I was fucking crazy, which I might be, but whatever. So I didn't end up coming back to play anymore after that, man. I think I told him something different. I don't think that's what I told him, why I quit and decided not to play anymore. But it was just, you know, it's kind of weird. But I was always, I was just too intense with it. I don't know. But my kids got to go to a couple of games and see me play. That was kind of fun. So that was cool, I guess. But I don't even know if they remember it now at this point. But see, there would be guys that hit home run 70% of the time in slow pitch. So we make it so they don't hit a home run. They're out. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know. Well, it was funny because like nobody else even came close to hitting a home run in that game. And so I don't think that was the problem where those guys were hitting too many home runs and they made the rule. I think it was just a rule in that league. They told me that's a league in other rules. Or a rule in other a rule in other leagues too. And I was like, I've never heard of nothing like that. there was one league I played in. This league, the one I played with my old teammate from when I was a kid, and. If you hit the ball up the middle, like literally right up the middle at the pitcher, or if you hit the pitcher, you were out. I was like, well, how is that? That doesn't make any sense. And I guess it was something to like protect the old men that are pitching or something. And I'm like, I mean, they're just stealing base hits from you at this point, man. Like when you were always taught to dot the I and hit it up the middle at the pitcher. That's a hard one to get over, you know? I don't know, I just found that one weird too. I realized at that point, softball is nothing like baseball. Casual adult softball is nothing like competitive baseball, and I did not want to play it anymore. So, that was the end of my softball career. That's how that went down. Yeah, yeah, all I could ever, and I think what they told me was about their injuries, about people getting hurt. This is old men, you know, whatever. I always thought it was strange, dude. I never heard that. Like, if you hit it up the middle. And I'm thinking, all right. Now, I was taught when I was young, because I was taught by professional hitters and stuff like that too, I could hit the ball where I wanted to hit the ball, right? And anybody who played a good amount of baseball and was any decent at it, you know, you learn to do that. You can hit the ball hit it where they ain't, you know? You can hit the ball where you want. If I wanted to hit the ball up the middle, I'd hit the fucking ball up the middle. If I wanted to go the other way with it, I'd go the other way with it. You could call your shot, you know, when you get good doing that. And, but I was thinking, these guys I'm playing with, these old like 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds, I was in my like late 20s at the time. I'm thinking like, dude, there's no way that these motherfuckers have that good of placement and that good of out all the time from hitting it up the middle. And I'm like, why is this a fucking rule? This is so dumb. It's just shit like that I'll never understand. Yeah, it's silly. Yeah, it was it was frustrating. It was very frustrating to go in and play that. I mean, I get there for the first game, man, and they're trying to tell me all these rules, and I'm like, wow. And then so like after he'd asked me to join the team, like I got on the team and I remember calling him and asking him, going, when's the first practice, man? He's like, yeah, we don't practice like anymore. Like we don't practice, man. We just kind of show up and play the games. And I was like, what? Like, how are we going to be any good? And then I thought about it. Have you ever really seen adult softball teams out practicing? Like around here, The answer is no. Like, you don't just see them out taking up a field for practice. You know, you see them warm up before a game, but you see them play. And I was like, dude, man, I need some, like, I wanted to play adult competitive baseball, like just leagues around, local leagues and stuff. And those exist, and I know you could. I should have done it back then. There's no way I could do it now. I'm just too old, man. I'm just not in a good enough shape. My body's too beat up, and it would hurt too bad. Like, seriously, I would get hurt. You know. It's one of those things you don't do when you don't have medical insurance. So, you know. But yeah, I just it was always strange. Softball rules were always weird. I mean, why are we not practicing to get better? Like, don't we want to win? Like, how are we going to win the championship if we don't practice, like, to get better as a team? The guys, I'd show up, and, like, the only person that would actually talk to me was my old teammate. Nobody else would even talk to me. And I think that's because I didn't go drink with them beforehand. They didn't know that I had gotten super high before I got there. Because I was like, I gotta see if I can smoke and hit. I want to see how this works. I can still hit. For softball, baseball, I don't know. There's no way. I swear to God, it actually helped me in softball, because I felt like I was having to wait forever and a day for that damn ball to get there in slow pitch softball. I was like, dude, man, just kind of slow me down a little bit so it doesn't feel like I have to wait so damn long on the ball. That was kind of nice. But I always found it, the whole scenario, the whole thing was weird. I had fun. I'm glad I got to do it, but I don't miss that. I'm glad I get my fix for baseball out of the game nowadays. And the best part is you know, it would be pretty difficult to get hurt unless I, like, put my fist through a wall or something, and I'm not going to do that. So, you know, who knows? We're going back to online next year. I guess anything could happen. I have broken TVs and controllers and my PS4 that day or that time. So if you guys have ever missed the videos on that, man, there is a video playlist that says funny videos. You guys check it out, man. I got the videos of me, like, tearing apart a TV with a baseball bat and shredding controllers with the baseball bat. I tried to slingshot my old PS4 Pro because it sounded like an airplane taking off, man. It didn't sound like an airplane taking off. It sounded like an entire air base taking off. Whoa, no. When the ball's coming in that high and slow, it makes you want to uppercut it, which results in a grand. Yeah, right? Yeah. Well, it makes you, you end up rolling over on the ball and getting out in front of it too much and being on top of it. So, yeah, it's definitely like that. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, you end up rolling your hands over because you're too far out in front of it, man. End up still hitting on top of the ball and pounding it straight in the ground sometimes. Yeah, it'd be crazy. I could still launch them, but I would launch them foul a lot of times too because I'd be so out in front of it early. That's so I started smoking before the game, and then, of course, I wasn't telling anybody I was smoking before the game. You know, not everybody talked about it as much back then either. Seventh inning, man. We got 38 runs put up on the board already, though. We're doing pretty good. A couple of 14-run innings in this game. Get through. Nice. Just trying to get as many at-bats with these guys as I can, man. The amount of points I'm rattling off right now is pretty decent, so. Here's Ohtani, 5 for 7, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and a single. He's actually doing better than he did the first time I used him, so I'm happy about this. Double play. Oh, my God, it actually took a bad hop. I thought I was about to run into the Tom spoke too soon moment, which happens about once a stream. Almost walked right into it. That'll get up the middle. Lou Brock's beating that out. That's fine. 40 runs on the board, man. 40 runs through 7 innings. That's a score right there, folks. That's a score. 3 home runs for Stan Musial in his first game. 3 home runs, a triple, and 2 doubles. Oh, he's only a single short of the cycle. Oh, there it is. Nice. Hold up, everybody, right there. Just play station to station. There was always the batting practice phenom who would hit nukes in practice and could barely hit in the game. Oh, that's Joey Gallo. That's Joey Gallo, right? Joey Gallo is a batting practice phenom, but man, he's got light tower power, you know, if he ever makes contact with it. But yeah, that's what I think of when I think of that. Yeah. It's the guy who could hit meatballs. but he couldn't actually hit baseballs real good, right? He could hit the meatball, but just couldn't seem to do it the same with anything else. When it came to when you needed him to, right? And then you'd have those kids or those guys that you play with that man, they weren't good, but they were kind of like that Joey Gallo, right? They were all swing and miss, man. They would strike out 90% of the time, but occasionally, and if they ever did, like they were like some of the kids that like went through puberty a little quicker, man, and got like bulked up or got a little bigger or something when I was younger. Those kids could bash the ball, man. They could mash the ball if they ever made contact with it. And when they did, and the great part is if they did, I mean, the ball was going, you know, but you just never knew. You know, you'd put him in the cleanup spot and you're like, God, I hope he just makes contact with the fucking thing today. So we had a couple of those when I was a kid. I remember those guys. $42-0, man. We got 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the 7th. Ah, shit. All right, fine. We got still 6 outs to hit, so that's not too bad. And everybody's on their 8th at bat, so that's crazy. Raw power, but shitty hand. Yeah, shitty eye-hand coordination, yep. Yeah, they had raw power, but just the worst eye-hand coordination you could possibly imagine. And the ability to recognize pitches or adjust to off-speed pitches or, you know, which is still eye-hand coordinating. But, yeah, I'm just being specific, yeah. But those, or, man, they just hit, like, the monster pop-up that went, like, 300 feet straight up in the infield, and you're like, well, we'll just take a little nap while this takes some time to come down out of the sky. Yeah, I played with a few guys like that. I played with kids like that. I didn't play with adults like that in softball. That was kids in baseball, a couple of them.
The left fielder, number 23.
Or they just didn't have focus too, man. Like just they were off in La La Land sometimes, you know. They wouldn't be paying attention to the game, and people wouldn't know what the count was or something. Dude, I never understood that, man. If I ever went to the bat if I ever had an at bat in a game, and if I would have forgot what the count was or something, and my dad would have beat the shit out of me when I got home. On the way home, he might have ran out on the field and done it right then and there too. It was crazy, man. Yeah, and they still hit cleanup. Yeah. Yeah, it was always crazy, man. I'm like, bat that guy last. Somebody might be on base for him, but if not, at least we won't just give him an out. Oh yeah, man. We had all kinds of stuff like that. I remember this kid this is an old baseball memory, but when I played T-ball, like my first year playing T-ball, I think I've told this story on stream before, man, but it's funny to me. Like there was this kid on our team named Omar. I don't remember his last name because I was 5 years old, so I don't really remember. But I remember this incident because the story got told for so many years after this. But we were in the middle of a T-ball game, and we're playing at this park out here in Arlington called Vandergrift Park. And there's a street that runs right alongside some of the backstops. And for T-ball, it was just a backstop pretty much. Oh my God, dude, Devers that's third tank. Oh my God, the back of the third deck. 456. I felt way further. That was a blast right there, man. We're playing, and there was a street that ran right alongside the ball fields and alongside the backstops. And the ice cream man at one point in one of the games drives by, and he stops like right up the road. Well, we're in the middle of the game. Like, I'm talking literally middle of the game. I'm playing first base. That Omar kid's in right field. He used to go climb the trees all the time, right? He used to go climb. There was a tree out in right field, too, because it's in the middle of a park. And so they didn't assume people were going to hit the ball that far. Dude, he would go climb the tree in the middle of the inning. And they'd have to, they couldn't get him out of the damn tree. The kid would be up so high in the tree. But the one day out there, the ice cream man goes pulling up. And everybody... Omar says, ice cream man's here. And when he yells it, every kid from both teams takes off on a dead sprint, drops their bat, glove, whatever the hell they had in their hands, and takes off on a dead sprint for the ice cream man. Now, I don't know how they were going to get anything because none of them had any money in their pockets, but they all take off running. I stayed on the field at my position because I was so scared my dad would beat the shit out of me if I did that. And he told me on the way home, he's like, if you'd ran out there, I'd have beat your ass. I was like, oh, that's exactly why I didn't do it. You know, I knew better. But I was like, oh my God. And then I remember going home thinking, oh my God, all those kids just got beat when they went home. No, they didn't, because they didn't have dickhole parents. So that's not what happened to them. Their parents probably thought it was funny because they're 5 years old and it was just something funny that kids did, you know, which is how I look at the story now. But, oh man. Yeah, everybody goes taking off for the ice cream, man. Man, we're still putting up runs right now, man. 46 on the board. We got one out here in the 8th. I'd like to hit 50. That'd be nice if I could hit 50 runs. Here's King Griffey Sr. 7 for 8 with a home run, a triple, 2 doubles, and some singles. Oh, damn it. Oh, I thought he beat that out. Damn, it was a double play. All right. He's the one I needed more points with, but it's all good. He's probably not going to get P5 in this one. It's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen. You know, there's something I wondered about since the two-way player is in MLB The Show 23 this year. I'm wondering if, you know how like right now, if I was to bring in a position player to pitch, he wouldn't get the PXP for his innings pitched because the game just doesn't allow it. It's not set up to. So you don't get the PXP for a position player on pitching. Ohtani, somebody like that you would, you know, but on a two-way player you probably would. But I'm talking about just any player in 23. I wonder if you put them in to pitch, can you get them paralleled faster? Because the points might actually count this year. Dornbush, if you're still in here, man, that's an interesting thought and concept right there, maybe. That could really speed up the process for a lot of your hitters and stuff for getting a P5. If that's an option. Good question, right? Yeah. I mean, I know right now the points don't count, but I'm thinking, man, I wonder if that's why they took some time to add it because they didn't want, you know. Maybe they coded it in that it doesn't count. I have no idea, but I'm thinking I'm going to try it and see if they get points for something like that. I'd like to know. It'll be something to investigate on launch. You could do it in 21. Some people could. So some people could and some people couldn't in 21. In mine in 21, some of the players it would count and some of it wouldn't. And then other people I would hear from on the channel, they would go try to do it with anybody and the points didn't count for position players at all. So I don't know if maybe it was an Xbox thing. I was on PS5 and it would work. I mean, I made a video about it at one point and I showed it working. But yeah, some people it would work for and some people it wouldn't. I feel like it was a glitch of some sort or a coding error. I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know, but something that was messed up like that. In the dirt. Nice. Taking the bag. You know, it's always nice to keep stealing bases when you're winning 46-0 because put the foot on the throat and don't let them up. That's what I always say. But yeah, I'll have to definitely investigate that, man, at launch. That's something I'd be interested to know. Because, dude, that'd be pretty sick. If you could do it with everybody, that'd be pretty sick. I mean, you could get hitters P5'd in a matter of a few hours because you could put them in a pitch and keep hitting with them. It'd just be like working the Ohtani card. The Ohtani card does not take long to P5. None of his do because he does get credit for both things. So, that'd be cool. It didn't for you in 21 when you invested. Oh, see, yeah. There's somebody it didn't work for, yeah. Yeah, I knew there was some people it worked for and some people it didn't. Because I would hear people telling me all the time and then occasionally it would work for me and sometimes it wouldn't. As the year went on, I don't think there was an update or anything that stopped it from working, but not that I recall. I just think it just stopped it didn't work at certain points. I was disappointed with 22 in the fact that they had told us in one of the streams like right now that happens, the feature premieres that they're doing for 23. In 22, they told us that they had coded the two-way player into the game. And I remember hearing Ramon make a comment about it. I specifically remember Ramon making the comment about it. And maybe he misspoke. Maybe I misunderstood it wrong. I feel like I heard exactly what I think I heard. But as my wife would tell you, I think that a lot. So who knows? Who knows what I actually heard? But that's the way I thought I understood it. And maybe he had said that they're working on it, so maybe it was going to be a thing for 23. I just don't remember. But I was disappointed that the two-way player wasn't like full-on accessible to use the correct way in 23. And I guess it really came down to, well, they didn't get the DH in it, right? So I think if they would have had the DH in the game, then they could have done it. But without the DH, it made it a little bit harder. Oh, shit. Double play for Ohtani. Man, I need one more run to get 50. Come on. Dor, do you know? I don't remember what the most I've scored this year is in a game. I don't know if maybe you'd remember or not, but I don't remember. I don't know if I've made it to 50 runs yet this year. 60 hits. My God, how much XP would I have earned at the end of this game if I had actually been able to play the full game? Like, if I'd actually got the XP, you know? We got to check that out and see it. I bet it's got to be like 20... I'm going to guess like 20,000? I was going to say like 21, 22, but let's say 20,000 and see if that's... Oh, dude. Really? You're going to try to pick me off at 49-0 because it matters? I want that run, though. Come on, Stan. Stan the man right here. Be the man. That's fine with me. That's run number 50. Lou Brock's scoring. 25K, you think? Yeah. I was thinking Ramon misspoke. Yeah. I think we saw that on a video he did with Ben Verlander. I'm not sure it was an official. Oh. I remember it being a feature premiere. I can tell you I didn't watch anything with Ben Verlander because I have that. I'm going to not be a dick right now. I'm not going to say anything horrible. I have him blocked on every platform I think I could find him on because I cannot stand that guy. So yeah, I don't think it was Ben Verlander. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have seen it. I've had him blocked for a couple of years. And no, don't recall your max this year. I want to say 55. Oh, well, damn it. Now you got to make me get 55. I got 2 outs in the ninth. Oh, there's 52. There's 52. I thought he probably misspoke or I misunderstood him or something. I don't know. Something happened with it, right? Here's King Griffey Sr. getting his 10th at bat, man. I guess I get a big hit here. There's a chance. Let's see what happens. I just don't know how many points he needed. I think that's the final out for me in this game. Yeah, he's going to catch it. 52 runs, though. What's up, Cody? How you doing, man? Day's going good. I just put up 52 runs in this game, so we had a hell of a slugfest going on here. I don't go out of my way to watch him either, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. He was interviewing Ramon about 20. Oh, okay. Maybe it was something. Well, so here's what I figure. If it was something about 22, I figure it was an official MLB The Show or SDS video that they had him record. Because if it came from any of his platforms or anything, I can guarantee you I didn't see it. I wouldn't have seen it. Yeah, that guy just has the dumbest fucking baseball mind I think I've ever heard. I cannot stand Ben Verlander. I don't know how he has a job in baseball. Well, yes, I do. It's because his brother's Justin Verlander. That's how, but the guy's just, man. I don't know how your brother can be. And listen, I don't like Justin Verlander all that much, but I can imagine how knowledgeable he is about the game. And then you can have your sibling be that fucking clueless about baseball. He makes some stupid ass fucking statements a lot of times, man. And, you know, but listen, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I saw it or something, and I don't know. I don't feel like I would have. I don't feel like there's any way I could have seen him say it or I would have seen him say it. I don't know. Maybe I blocked out that I had to watch Ben Verlander do something for SDS or something. We're 1 out away from something cool in this game too. Like 52 runs put up on the board, and we're also 1 out away from perfection. I know I said it, but it's the pitcher batting because they're out of pinch hitters and they're out of pitchers. So I was like, watch him get a ground ball sneaking through the hole. No, Ohtani's got him right here with the slider. Nah, that would have been gnarly.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Heater up and in. Well, it didn't get very in. Let's not throw it right over the plate, please. There it is. Perfect game for Shohei Ohtani. We just put up 52 runs on the board and got a perfect game with Ohtani. That's a good day at the office right there. I'll take that. 3 home runs there, Stan Musial, and a triple. Nice, man. 20 strikeouts for Ohtani, too. That was a hell of a game. Let's see how much XP I would have got if I was still earning XP for that one. What's it going to show me? What's it going to show me? Otani got to P4. Very nice. 23,000 XP I would have got. Man, I mean, it's double XP, I know, but still. That's crazy. All right, so King Griffey Sr. ended up 27 points away from getting P5. So we're going to hold off. We'll wait and do him tomorrow and get him P5 there. So we're at 78 P5s now on the year, though. Joker, what's going on, man? Oh, dude, that was a crazy, crazy wild game. That game took forever, too. I only played 3 games a day, and it took me 2 hours and 41 minutes. So that's kind of nutty. We'll add P5 number 79 to the squad on Wednesday. Johnny Bench might get done as well on Wednesday, so maybe number 80 as well. But we're at 78 today as of the end of that one, man. So that's pretty cool. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, you guys, I had fun with y'all today. I'll be back Wednesday. No stream tomorrow. I got something going on around between 11 and noon, so I got time blocked out for something else. But I'll be back Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. Central. You guys can catch me then for that one, and we'll be back to grinding some more of these guys out, man, and getting them knocked out of here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your Monday. I'll be watching some Monday Night Raw tonight. If you guys are wrestling fans, enjoy it. Pretty cool stuff. I think I think the stream literally just lost a bunch of frames right there at the last second. Maybe not. It says it reconnected to OBS. OBS tried to disconnect or reconnect. I have no idea what's going on, man. OBS has been giving me problems lately. It's like I hate that I switched from Streamlabs, but Streamlabs had like its issues where they got kind of accused of stealing OBS's software and programming. And I'm like, so I switched, and now I almost wish I could go back. But you guys have a great rest of your day, man. I will catch you guys